Hopefully you guys can hear me now. Beautiful. That's Sark, PROG, boys. Gonna be fighting a sad excuse for a Geico commercial over here. Where'd I get it from? Hold on. Ventus? Where'd I get the Ventus from? ONYXIA. Dude, I saw, man. I saw. It is actually tragic because it is literally one of my best items that I've ever been able to gain as Rogue. I mean, okay, if they compensate us, do I have to do some heavy compensation? Because out right now is a borrowed power spec, man. Tanks that are like that too. Healers and M plus are gonna suffer definitely because they just won't have the ring. I think it's generally good to not be reliant off of a borrowed power thing from like 1007. I mean, it's on one hand, it's like someone put in the effort to make this ring, to make it strong, and the one for us to use it. But eventually you do have to like, okay, we don't need new players coming back in for 10-1-5 to be like, all right, you want to get best in slot geared? Okay, you got to get your crests, you got to get your tier. You also got to go to this island that was added like a patch ago, a couple of patches ago at this point, and do this tower thing and get these gems, and then you got to do, because it's like, get all the gems and get all that done. Like, it takes a good bit of time, you know? It's not like the longest grind. Like, you could probably do it in a day if you get really lucky with the gems and then you upgrade all of them. But like, having new players go back and do old content in order to be good in current content is also not ideal. So I think it's good to separate us. It's also good to wean classes off of borrowed powers, right? Having a class rely on these borrowed things to do damage is also not really all that healthy, in my opinion. So on one hand, yes, my class is gonna do a lot less damage unless they end up buffing me. But we'll see. It's just I'm gonna hold hope, man. I'm gonna hold off hope for a bit and see how we do. There's a bunch of stuff getting buffed up. Looks like Blood Death are just getting like buffed all across the board by like 8%. So I guess it's kind of cool.
Are you sending your gem?
Frost Death Knight is doing like some nerfs. Actually, they're getting some nerfs for PvP, which is so weird. Mostly like the strain stacking buffs, but like the abilities themselves are getting stronger on their own, so I guess it's good. They're nerfing Pillar of Frost more, which is just so crazy to me, man. That is crazy. But they're changing the blood rate to be a little stronger or something? I have no idea. It looks like PvP amplifiers for Unholy also getting changed up a little bit, except for Rupture Viscera that's buffed up, Scourge Strike buffed up. So like sustainability is about, but like bursty things are getting nerfed, which I think is anticipated. At least in my knowledge, in the blue post, it used to at least acknowledge us in the blue post. Is that what you mean? I'm so used to nothing ever getting changed for Outlaw. I don't know, man. They've been doing like, okay, depending on the class that you are, right? You're a Red Paladin, banger for 1007. One of the best changes ever. And generally, they've done really, really good changes thus far. It's just, Rogue has had very, very few changes. And I think it's just like, I think some of us are used to it. I'm surprised it took them this long to like say something about the ONYXIA. Because it's such a big like contribution to our overall damage. It looks like Paladin is getting changed up a bit. Monk is also getting changed up. New talent. That could be good. Hold on, there's an auto-attacking talent now? Mage has gotten buffs as well, or changes rather. Ray of Frost damage increased further. My god. By Lord. By George. Death Knight's got some more damage as well with their Death Coil healing. Interesting. Huh. Feral Druid got changes as well. That's cool.
Yeah.
Evoker stuff, passive stuff. Regenerative magic increases leech now. Interesting. Eggnog ring next. I don't think they're gonna do eggnog ring. No, I think they're gonna keep that one as is because it'll eventually be swapped out. Like the damage this thing does is very low to begin with, but I could see that ring also become less good if we're doing no ghosty strikes anymore. You know. If we didn't know Ghost to Strike, then yeah. I think there's just this will naturally get rotated. I think right now, if you're an Outlaw Rogue, now is a pretty good time to at least start either saving sparks to craft some rings, or at least start farming for some rings and rings with quick versatility, and hold on to them. At least put them like in your bank and just put them on the side, right? Because if it's gonna be one of those things where we're like, wait, I need actual rings. You're gonna need them. I am hoping that maybe we'll give us some kind of like a redo on Outlaw. Like, I don't know, man. I think maybe they should change our mastery or something. What if our mastery buffed our auto attack damage or something, dude? And it had like, or buffed like, I don't know, a basic ability or something. I feel like then it could be kind of interesting. I don't know what they will do, but they'll probably just do like, I think what they will do is just simple damage buffs. But it just, we need to be a class that scales off of something right now. We don't need haste. We don't really need a lot of crit because we can generate a lot of crit artificially through buffs and between the eyes. Mastery isn't really useful for us because of the lack of consistency when it comes to the stat itself. And then we got versatility. And we cap that out, then I guess we go crit, and then I guess we can go mastery, but it's not amazing. You know what I mean? I feel like they need to give us a more consistent mastery, and then we'd at least have like 3 stats we can invest into. Crit, mastery, and versa. That would be fantastic. But that will require like a rework. I realized since beta, WoW never maintained a play class. I've never maintained a play class. Yo, if you're looking to play a play class now, I would say that that a paladin, like Red Pally right now, is really good. They're in their prime. They're very, very favored. They do a lot of damage, quite a bit of cleave, lots of support, group support in like dungeons and stuff. They're really good in raids right now because of the way that Retribution Aura and Diva Aura works. You need 2 paladins. In most cases, you'll run like a Red Pally because they get other benefits too. Like if an ally gets low, they get like wings or something. Or maybe they remove that. But they basically get like really good single target damage too. Like they're just solid. They've designed them well and they have a really good talent setup. It's overall really, really good.
This one over here.
And the P1.
What do I need? I need a toy, man.
Okay. Alright, the other thing to... We'll see. Like,
Senega's Wisdom. I forgot that I got that as a toy. Forgot that entirely.
Yesterday.
Okay, so we did a little bit of prog on this guy last night. We'll see how we do this evening. Hall of Fame tonight, boys. I believe it's not going to be tonight. What we're planning right now is, again, I don't know how long you need, how many pulls you need on SARKARETH in order to get it down. But we've been able to get out of P1 and at least see P2 quite a bit. Not live it long, but at least see it, which is important. But if you're able to see P1 and do it perfectly and well, it helps. Helps a ton. And I guess tonight we're going to be practicing that, making sure that we can do that well, and then seeing P2 and practicing that, trying to see if we can see P3. This week is probably going to be practice run, this entire week. And then the week afterwards is probably going to be maybe the kill week. At least that's what we're feeling right now, unless we end up making some crazy good progress. But you know, it's one of those things where you got to learn to fight, and it's a bunch of people trying to learn to fight all at once or whatever. So we'll see how we do. It's definitely going to take us a bit of time. The prep work needed and all that, very, very important. But at least for melee, this fight isn't like all super too complicated. Although I'll need to just be on my toes and adapt to strats and whatnot, and maybe see if I can pick up a bomb if necessary. If like no one can. Make it easy for our caster boys. I'm bored of the Evoker. I'm waiting for an augment, but I want to have a backup and augment to turn out to be bad. I don't think augmentation is going to be bad. I think they've committed to the idea that preservation and devastation are probably always going to be like just as competitive as the other alternatives. Like devastation right now is favored range. It has a lot of AoE damage, plenty of single target. It got quite a bit of utility, unique utility that other classes don't. It's like excellent on like, what is it, M+, Raging Weeks. It's a solid range that also brings a lust. Like it's really strong. It's fun too. At least I think it's fun. I have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, it will just really come down to just like how they tune it. I think they're fine. I think they're pretty safe, honestly. But augmentation, I think, is going to be their new, like, their baby. And I'm pretty sure that one is going to be really strong as well.
The crap
That is back as a not
Ew, I
bad
want
as
you
a
to just get
whole,
in the
but
habit
me
of
not liking it.
doing the curse.
If you're looking for another range specifically, I think Priest is a good one.
Your job,
Because
Josh.
Disc is good, Holy's good, so is Shadow. Shadow's really good right now. Mages are good as
My
a triple
push is
DPS.
broken.
Warlock is
I
also
said
good
I
as a
was doing it
triple
yesterday,
DPS.
So it's okay. We were all doing it.
What else there? What else is there? Actually. Hunter? Nah, Hunter, I think the stocks for them are kind of low. Hunter stocks
The
are
reason
pretty
it was disappearing before them
low.
is because we were pulling the boss. Yeah. So we were pulling the boss to reset lust / cooldowns, and then the Cauldron got dropped and despawned.
Hey, homies.
Yeah, but what classes are you thinking about right
Looks
now? Like,
like,
what's interesting you, guy?
Red.
Because maybe, I mean,
Indigo,
as you said, like, you've never done a plate. So maybe now's the time to do plate, honestly. So range for lock and shammy, but like I said, I want to try a plate. Paladin, like, red is really good. But I do find Paladin to have way too many buttons. Really? Okay, fair enough. Warrior or Death Knight, I guess your other options. I would say Warriors are really good right now. Fury, solid. Prod isn't bad.
Well, I see that.
Because you wouldn't describe Prod as bad, like, but it's not like Biss. It looks like Prod Warrior or Prod Paladin. Bear Druid even are doing really well on M+, for example. Demon Hunter is also really good. But Prod Warriors aren't bad. I guess, like, in comparison to the other tanks, that would be one of the less played tanks. Normally Guardian Druid takes that cake,
Yeah,
but
sorry.
Guardian's been feeling and playing pretty good recently, man. Out of nowhere, just doing pretty good. But yeah.
Logan.
Range Shaman or Warlock then. Shaman is good because you
Yo,
got Resto.
you're-
Enhance is
You
good.
go fuck yourself.
And that was pretty good too. Warlock is a triple DPS. It all depends if you want to kill it at all. Arms, Warrior, DK, and Holy. Main a Guardian, BFA. I would say Fury's a little bit better than Arms,
Weird
but
way to
Arms
fuck
does
yourself
have a
unless
validity
it's
to it.
puzzle.
And Holy is... Depth is a little bit like, give or take. They're not insane in M+. They can be good. They're generally good for raids because they have like affinity for single target. But like mostly you're all about boss damage. Like if there's any adds, they're not generally
Blasted
the
shit
strongest
out of
for
this
it.
Last night. Let's
You know?
keep it up, dudes.
I'd say Warrior then. Because at least you have Fury as a backup, and that's really strong. Frost Death Knight is like...
Oh, wait 1 second.
It's good sometimes. I think it's technically doing pretty good in this in this tier, but it's usually like a hit or miss. Either it's good or not good.
Now that we do have the 3 priests on that second breath, the
Has
range
that ever been
and
like
melee really need to
overall
stack
Biss? I
up
think it's only whenever
don't
Blood
know.
DK is like insane.
where we can place the AMZ.
It's
kinda
like that's when you
between
like
us.
can swap through the other ones. I think Warrior might be a safer choice, honestly, but that's just a gut feeling though, honestly. But I would check out like Subcreation, see where the classes are. I would check out maybe like the WoW head guide for the classes, because there's generally like a little exert like
we have
validity
the
of the class or how strong it is or how viable it is for anybody else looking to like pick it up as a class. Didn't see stream started. What's up, Jake? How you doing, my guy?
Logan,
Yeah,
you're
dude.
gonna end
SARKARETH,
around the 40
Progging.
second mark.
Seeing how we do. I might need to get a
I
soda.
know what you knocked me, but that's fine.
Oh,
That's
man.
so disgusting.
You
Holy fuck.
You're
All right.
pre-doxed, dude.
40 seconds. Your math spell.
I got it, man.
Do we have a second? Can I go?
What's
Can I go
next?
grab a
You
soda
gonna fucking tell
or?
people to Google Logan and Walmart card pusher?
No, man. I will dox you, man.
Dude,
I know your name. I'm not scared to use it.
you don't know my name.
Yes, I do,
Mem,
man.
I moved
know your name.
your AMZ
You don't know my
to
name either.
when
You,
we're
you know
clearing.
Steve and Jen don't actually
So
know
like
my
that
real
first
name?
breath. Thought it was a little sketchy with the healers and the tanks clearing. So let's
Yes,
try it
think
there.
you know, but you have no idea.
28 seconds.
Yeah.
Take
Who?
I have
Without
a death.
does Tyler by accident.
Yeah.
Just fine. You just adjust outside. Weird spot.
Disintegrates out. Breath 1 coming for healers. Fate bombs. Shifting. Alright, so get in for breath 2.
Don't run so fast.
Melee, melee,
the
melee.
healing. Okay, so yeah, that needs to be faced towards.
We need to face him.
That
Yeah.
one we want to bait on the raid now.
That one we do. Yes. That one we definitely
People
do.
that have not cleared breath need to do it on this next one. So move, shift with bombs, and this breath face. Get
His
in.
breath will face the hell
Yeah,
away
take-
from everybody. Once you need to clear for some reason, which we probably do because the melee baited it wrong. This one we kind of don't get hit by. Next one we get hit by.
So, we're shifting. This disintegrate. Everyone's clearing.
Another death, unfortunate. Nothing we can do about it.
You can align if
Good
you have the
hit.
debuff.
Oh, Link is gonna. Link and Darkness would be amazing here. Oh, I live. Okay, we live. For now.
Okay.
Wait. We're dropping first set on moon.
Like, look, you gotta nerf this by 40%. A ring?
We're on diamond at 3.
If you love it, put a ring on it, man.
Yeah.
Apparently they don't love us. So this is what happens when you walk through a hole. It just sends you down, dude. I barely touched it, man. I barely touched it. I'm so bad. That's the first time I got hit by that.
Range we're over by diamond for bait.
So does Dot apparently. What the? Or maybe he never gets to come out. So then what we do is we kind of keep him towards like center, and we have him. The range is
set
going
of
to be
bombs,
towards the
these will be
outside. Then he
healers,
targets
will
the
be
range.
fake
He'll
will
fly
be-
outwards, spawn these ads, and then you keep him in these
He's supposed to be
circles in
standing on
order
them.
for the ads to not be able to heal.
Go down.
You want to be able to hit the empty recollection as the priority, cleaving all the other ads, interrupting that with AoE stuns, knockups, anything
rest
you
is
got.
coming.
Leaving onto the boss, but
else
mostly
is gonna
focusing
dispel
on
that?
empty recollection. Then you have a person with a dispel, so you walk to the outside, you get dispelled, so you get knocked back out in the open, and hopefully
Range
live
phase,
all
second
that.
breath towards X.
But yeah, let me go grab a soda real quickly. So far, fantastic pool. We got out of P1, seeing P2, which is important. It's all about being alive out of P1. Everybody living. BRB grabbing a soda real quick, chat.
Watch your step.
The sundered flame rises.
Alex,
Are
can you be
we-
the one that dispels there? I just have to convoke there and it gets like the timing of it kind of weird.
Are we doing what we talked about in the Sark channel where when we're next to Diamond after the breath, we're taking the Warlock Gate back to that stack? After the, was it during Duress?
It's the knockback and then you take the game back.
Yeah, okay.
Oi, oi,
It has
oi,
to be
oi,
a
oi.
different gate though. Otherwise we'll die.
I put mine down. Not the one that Billy had from there.
So yeah,
There
they
was
want to
one
nerf this,
going
man.
From like reddish.
That's a good portion of my
area
damage.
To Diamond?
What am I supposed to do if that happens?
It's like,
I'm
let's just
screwed.
say,
I guess I could get a little
I'm the
versatility,
infinite
but
duress
like,
person,
at least even
so,
sub rogue.
like Zucko
It would hurt
and
us
Raid,
so much.
shut
Why
up
you
for
hurt us,
Raid.
Blizzard? I've done 11 to 14 in every class this week. I did 20 in 3 classes. Let's go.
So you'd all be like,
Hell yeah.
right hand side. I would knock you guys.
Wait, you guys
to
didn't get the
right,
reset,
and
have
then
you?
gates
So you're just doing it before the
fall back to
reset?
me.
Hope they get something good then. When in the upside down, make sure you don't get hit by 2 circles. Okay. So maybe somebody placed it like when they're not supposed to. Maybe that's how I fell, and how dots fell. You know, after this many X-Specs, I think they wouldn't allow a single item to define a class that isn't some legendary. I think what they did is, I think what happened was somebody took the time to create the ONYXIA NLF as like a catch-up mechanism from Vault of the Incarnates, right? Here are some powerful gems and all of these items for you to have an easier time within the vault. You're just coming back, you're looking to get yourself an item that will get you up and running. Here's a gem that will just fire off random stuff. And I think the idea was initially to like, okay, it's there, it's just fun, which the vault itself wasn't that bad when you did it on your main, right? It really happened pretty quickly if you cleared the whole thing. You got all the items you needed, most people got their gems, maybe they needed it until the next week in order to be able to finalize all the gems, but it really didn't take that much of a grind, really, once you figured out how to do it. And a lot of people did it on their alts. I did it on a bunch of my alts and I got the ring fully upgraded on them because it really didn't take that much time. You just doing it for every one of your alts took a bit. And I don't think they wanted for it to stay as a competitive item into the next year, because I said it's just here temporary, and then in season 2 like you will need it. But then they ended up having a very short time for 10.07, and 10.1 came out way earlier than most of us expected. And then maybe they felt like, well, the ring didn't really outlast its usefulness. It's time, we're just gonna not nerf it, we're gonna delay it until later. But the idea is like eventually we don't want people to want to need it. But if it's an item you went and collected now, we want you to be able to use this toy, this item, this piece of gear that helps build your character, to make sure that like old gear doesn't like completely go out of fashion entirely like within a second. Because there's some people that like the way they've been doing stuff in terms of like, okay, old gear, new season, brand new gear, everything that's old isn't useful anymore, but everything new is amazing. So I think that's what happened. It's just they found that like it's just the ring doesn't outlive its usefulness yet. And, well, it's just if somebody went to farm it, they should be able to at least like use it and get value out of it. And if you just replace it really quickly, you don't really get much value out of it. It's just kind of dead in the water for you. I think that's probably how they saw it. And they felt maybe like, well, it's got a waste to go out of your way to get the ring and all that. Maybe. And I think it's also them trying out stuff like, okay, well, let's not make old gear completely non-viable. Also, why am I dead?
And then we're baiting bombs.
Did I do something wrong? I feel like I did.
Shift.
Must have gotten hit by something.
Let's disintegrate. Everybody clears. We'll be in a line. Be in front of the person. Clear. Stop.
But I think they did actually initially intend like, okay, this ring is not going to be good after a while for season 2. And they were like, well, I guess it's maybe it feels a little early. We'll just keep it around for now. We'll see how it goes. Oh, okay, 2 of us are dead, but everybody's alive. Okay, don't fall through the floor. Literally, the first time I fell through the floor is when I'm streaming. Yesterday we did this, and everything was perfectly fine. No weirdness. I hate this one. Pick up a couple of buffs.
4, 3, 2, too far away.
Phase 2.
Move to the left of that for breath.
I cannot drink milk this time.
Rather be on the ads. Make sure you get your picks. This will be priest bomb.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
I kind of want to keep the ads in that like puddle for a bit.
First duress is coming out.
It is not ready.
For me.
I really need you to dispel that one.
Gonna make sure the boss is a little closer to like the middle, honestly, just so he actually baits one of the people in the outskirts.
Alright, moving.
Yeah, like that.
Melee pulls.
So then we gotta have pulls on melee.
Focus skull.
Skull. We could be a little bit more risky with the puddles.
Would be the one where we'd gate back.
Anyone else's gateway control shard not working?
Alright, get ready to spell 3, 2, 1.
Too far away.
This bomb said.
Oh god.
Blocks.
Yeah, if we eat any one of those circles, that would have been
like
bad.
Over to the right, not backwards. X.
Yeah, I was gonna double place it.
Ah.
I got locked back there.
Like, the one under this man, come on.
No, I was just trying to figure it out, like, my gateway control shard, like, is
I mean,
lighting up
honestly,
with my
I want to
game
be like a Fury
right
Warrior.
now?
I want to be like a mage. I want to be like a Warlock, not having a bar power do like a lot of my
I don't know
damage.
what's happening in that second phase.
Like a trinket is fine,
Bind your interact
but like a ring,
and use that instead.
you know. Reference dude, Siege of Warcraft skip, that's huge, honestly. That is so good. They need to do that with all the old raids, man. I know, I know that they add them after a while, like when people do them, but it's like, dude, it's about time, man. Sometimes you farmed out that entire instance. If you want to go to the front of the instance and grind through it, that's fine. Give me the final boss, man, because the final bosses are the ones that have a lot of the good stuff. But man, that's good. DK buffs? Yeah, death day buffs apparently out of nowhere. No idea, dude. No idea how.
So
Oh, my character's
If
got
someone
vault.
doesn't have
If my rogues get tier set, I'll consider buying a heroic boost.
the world, right?
Okay.
No. They also might not have come up from like underneath in time.
That was me, because I thought I got one of my circles, but then I didn't, and I had to double back.
I need to get a flavor pocket this week. I might just need to buy one to see if I can camp one. If I can like get all my ults part over by the Tusker village and like time it right,
You want to
I
go down
might be able
with-
to get myself a flavor pocket. Because wait, can you get a flavor pocket? Is it at the end of the actual event, or is it like from the
I just meant for that.
from the bag for doing like 5 activities? How do you get the flavor pocket again?
So you want to stay up?
Got it once.
Bowman.
I don't remember exactly what I did.
AOE incoming.
Everyone in chat now.
Knocking back.
Push back. It's out. Big first breath.
Breath incoming.
Howie.
Back up range.
What the hell is that bait? That's really bad.
Stack back up for bombs. Shifting. Breath 2 coming. Big damage. Use health stones.
Wait. Get hit by it. I died just now? Oh.
Bowman coming. Breath
Shifting.
incoming.
Wait, they're adding tenders. Traders tender in the shop? No way, man. No. What? Traders tender in the like Blizzard store. Whoa. Wait, that's actually gonna be big money for them. People are gonna buy it.
Set of lines. Clear.
The one like all the goodies, they're definitely gonna buy them all. What?
Be in the healing.
No way.
Be in a line.
Be in link, dude.
I don't know if that's a good idea, man. Honestly, not sure that's a good idea. I'll roll dead.
Eight.
Stack high.
Traders tender bundles. Oh man.
Nothing on diamond.
Crazy.
Phase 2.
Fading breath.
Breath incoming. Interrupt 1.
Skills.
Bowman. Interrupt 2.
Bombs.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt
Spell.
Target you. Interrupt 5.
Please don't let me die.
It's probably because we were standing together.
Mm.
You gotta be careful whenever you go down, you make another puddle, so if you go in the spot that the person is at,
Well, P3, the whole raid goes down on like the same pistol, so where you just
it's not
stagger.
at the same time. Yeah, it's like they he could have like not seen the other guy's circle because of the
Traders tender assets added. Oh no, dude. How do you guys feel about this?
Or at least probably gonna die.
Chat, how do you guys feel about this? Data mine traders tender shop assets of varying amounts in the latest patch 7.15 build. The show edge bundle. How would you feel about paying real life money for traders tender?
Died.
How would you guys feel about that? I feel it's a little weird because one of the cool parts about traders tender is the fact that you earn it in game. I mean, I think people would buy it, right? I think realistically people really would buy it. But whether this is good for the game or not, I'm not sure. Why do they have to ruin something so holy? I thought like the traders tender, the idea as it was pretty good by itself, you know? I don't know. It's just it gets me conflicted because what was cool about it is it was an in-game thing.
Yeah, I'll do them.
It was an in-game thing.
That was a question.
I wasn't told, but yeah, I can do them.
I want to know if...
No. I am set to sack Lurson in the node. I need to know who the other person doing bombs than Jash.
From feast, you get 5 walls done per feast.
So
Got your flavor pockets. Wait,
well,
so
I
is
wanna
it
know
just
first
doing the
if staff-
activities
If you're getting the PI to
from
that
the
mess
feast
up anything.
D-Woods, or is it like you
Or
gotta
should we just
wait
send
until
both
the big
boxes?
elemental spawns into the end of it? Right? You know what I want, like when you make the super legendary or whatever? Or is it just like do activities and stuff?
That's when I used to use there.
But yeah, you're right actually. Only 5 characters can do it because it's like 5...
So
It's
bomb
about
two
5
will
minutes
just
per
do both
activity
blocks.
overall.
Okay, sounds good.
Or about.
Yeah, it looks like in the note Sally's sacking me.
Yeah, I'll probably
And
park
it
a couple of
looks like
characters
Will,
there.
you're
Like
set to
characters that don't
sack
play nearly as much. When it's back up, I'll try it
Yeah,
out.
that one spawned.
man.
That second set of bombs.
I don't know,
spawned
man. I don't know how I feel about
before
it,
the second
dude.
breath or right after.
I don't know how I feel about it. No, the reward takes 5 tasks. Oh, okay. Okay. That could do that. Awesome. Thank you.
After the
Yeah, it's
the
totally
rest.
farmable then. That's
Okay, the
easy.
rest,
I'll
okay.
probably do that. I'll park a
Rest
couple of characters there.
It's,
Whenever
so
it's up, I'm
it's
just
like a
gonna
while-
go
it's
and
like
do the
20
activities on
seconds
them.
after the second breath.
Got it.
That's actually
It's
worth
actually
it
gonna
then.
be pretty choice because we're getting a 3-minute spec right there.
What are the drop rates? High, low, middle, random?
Does holding on to the bomb do damage to you?
I don't believe so.
I'll update for the next one.
Have to do that on the last bomb set. D3 use the hold. Deck it. Bait breath towards hold bomb.
Good bait.
Shifting.
Exactly what we wanted.
Get in for this breath. Use personals. Live.
That one was baited a little bit too far up.
Is it?
Okay, everybody killed.
That's unfortunate.
Reset quick.
Yeah.
It seems like
Breath got everyone killed. Like that's where it's
Man.
supposed to be.
Perfect clear on that one.
right. No, but what I mean is like so. What it seems like everybody's doing on the breath clears is they're getting like caught on the very left side of it and then scooching left to get out of it. That one where it was dropped, like after we moved from the bombs that were dropping, it was like we were in the middle of it / the right side. So I think everybody just was still in the habit and kept going left, and they got hit like twice.
Yeah.
That would be my guess.
It's challenging mostly for people who got disintegrate cleared before to get out and aimed like that. We really do want it to be like the left side of it overlapping us, so we can just sidestep one or two steps, you know?
There we go. The biggest time saver is by clicking the yes shout button counts as an activity, so it's actually oh, that's so much easier then, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Wait, you could probably do more than just 5 characters, right? If you're fast enough and you do the yes chef and do activities or whatever. If you're doing fast enough and get good ones, you might be able to get like maybe like 4 or 5 characters done. I imagine.
Range cleanse directly between
And the only way you could go fast is maybe like multi-boxing.
leftmost side of the last like fire puddle that's on the ground.
That's pretty awesome though.
That should actually point it right to where the range would be stepping.
So what you can do, I guess, is if you can like join activity, yes chef, do activity, Yes, Chef, do activity. Then yes, Chef, grab the reward, fly up on your mount, immediately log off at the inn, swap onto another character, just get the bags, and then open them afterwards. That may be the play, actually. That may be the strat. BM AoE nerf? Why are they nerfing BM in AoE? That's surprising, actually. Is it that good? Is BM insane? Was BM like insane or something? Guess I'm out of the loop, man, if they're nerfing him in AoE.
Get ready. Take. Push back. Migrates out. Bait first breath. Get ready for bombs. Lifting. Breath 2, everyone in. Use a Hellstone on this.
Don't have a whole stone apparently.
Shifting.
First ones are set.
Centigrade's out. Getting bombs. Moving. We clear on this disintegrate. Make sure you're in front of the person with the line. We're
I saw
clear.
that.
Oh, dude.
Stoke disintegrate.
Then the link.
Beam link personal is survive.
I think we should
Live
move
it,
the dark
dude.
mist back to the link. Now, that we have Dalaran.
Take 8.
Easy.
Lots of 100% master crit. Yeah. Did they change this for mages?
Then diamond.
I saw that they
3.
buffed the what is it?
Diamond.
The buff again. Oh, they buffed the Ray of Frost again. Oh my god, that's so spooky. That is so spooky. I hate that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bait. Breath. Good. Now we put circles on ads. First set of bombs will be Dalaran's Fate.
Get ready to move. Move. Far move.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 4.
First duress coming. Some
Get
Sully.
behind. Dispelling in 3, 2, 1.
Good. Bait breath on X.
I want to shadow step to him, but I know I can't.
Range beyond X. Circles
That's
on
one of those
ads.
units.
Move to skull. So this duress, you have the gateway down. So yeah, get knocked towards that gateway when it comes out.
Interrupt 3.
Get cut off.
Yeah, kick.
Alright, dispelling in 3, 2, 1.
Interrupt 4.
Bombs 2 coming out. These will be locks.
Interrupt 5.
Got the one on X.
Oh, why was there a puddle there? Why was there a puddle? There was literally a dude. There was literally a guy standing there.
Yeah, now we're done.
Oh, that's so lame.
Yeah, so
Okay,
describe- when
so
you have that
whenever
bomb,
he's just talking
the way
about it.
that we baited that second breath, see where it's like overlap there, but it's
You have a
way
bomb,
less
right?
sketchy to just go into.
And
the
whenever you go
overlap
down
of
with
the
the bomb,
death
you also
blossoms.
make another hole.
Yeah,
and I guess he
didn't-
just
I
like
didn't go into the puddle. I just died due to the bomb pulsing.
Well, no, you stepped on the puddle line. That was my point. The way it was overlap baited,
Oh.
you were standing.
What's
You were
it?
actually in puddle line.
I guess one of the portals was placed literally where the ad was, so I ran up in there and then
Blended
just got
in really
sent.
good with the floor
I
then,
mean, we're all
Jesus.
dead anyway. But damn, that sucks. I couldn't find any PvP changes for ZK. Is there anything? Yeah, there was new stuff actually. I'll need to look it up, like, to get exactly what it is. It's really difficult for me to, like, just pull it up on this side of monitor, though.
Yeah, they have a pretty good habit of,
Let me see. You're looking for Frost Death Knight changes specifically
just
for
thinking
PvP? Let me
P1
look
is
them up.
nice. The orange versus the purple.
Okay, here we go. A-bomb limb damage reduced by 50% within
I'm like,
PvP
I would have
combat.
put money that I was not taking
A-bomb limb
damage on the
nerfed
line
for
too.
PvP. Interesting. Empower Wound Weapon
damage
Haze
type
buff is
called?
now 33% less,
if it's on damage
32% effective in PvP. So it's 33 of the original value, so like 66 less effective.
Alright.
We're working on
I moved
updates to Frost
Darkness
Death and
back
PvP with the
to
goal of
29
rewarding the
with
spec for
Spirit Link.
uptime by
And then I
increasing
also
an
moved
overall
anti-magic
sustained
back to
damage,
the 41
lowering
second
its
because we
reliance
took
on
the purpose
cooldown.
off
So they're
of
trying
it.
to lower down LCDs, but give it
So
more
instead of
sustained
using
damage,
it on
which
first
may be
breath,
good
we're
for
just
Frost
using
Death Knight.
With
Base
the
strength
full
from Pillar
clear
Frost now
breath.
40% effective with 60, so 20% nerf. Stacking strength increasing from Pillar is half as effective.
See a
Mastery
full
increase from
handle.
Frostwhelp is also 50% less effective. Frost damage increase from Bone Grinder is now less effective. Frost Strike damage from Shattering Blade also 50% nerf. And Monster Winter damage from Gathering Storm also 50% nerf. So like Talons, the buff abilities, nerf basically. Monster Winter's damage from Aerofrost is now 50% less effective. Strength increase from Enduring Strength is also 80% effective, so 20% nerf. Frost Strike damage increased by 45%. Was 30, so 50% buff there. Obliterate damage is now 20% in PvP, it was 8%. So it's like a 12% buff. Obliterate damage is now increased by additional 60 when a kill machine is not active within PvP. So you do more damage on Obliterate outside of your crits. The Monsters Winter damage has been buffed by 80% in PvP. Howling Blast buffed by 30%, Frost Scythe by 20, Glacial Advance by 15. So big raw damage buffs everywhere. Denounce is back. The Denounce is back last patch actually, Jake. They just nerfed it. But yeah, Denounce is back. Unholy also, I think, updating damage profile. That comes from active gameplay and the spec being less reliant on cooldowns or making some quality of life improvements, but removing PvP reduction on Virulent Plague, increases pet survivability, and addressing Raise Abomination being mandatory PvP talent. Really good. Why has no one told me? It was up this week. Yeah, it kind of snuck in. But I saw it initially, I was like, okay, Shakaden is back. But yeah, and right now you can get like a playstyle where spending Holy Power can proc your Glimmers. Glimmers can do more damage to an enemy. You can have Glimmers proc multiple times off of themselves. So then you kind of like Holy Shock at full max Holy Power into Denounce, into Holy Shock, into Denounce, into Holy Shock, Denounce, and you can kill somebody with that. It's a bit of a setup, but you can kill people. You can actually do damage. Dude, the Frost Death Knight change looks very interesting. I'm hoping it gets a big payoff, honestly. It's gonna be really good.
3, 2, 1. Bowman coming.
Back. Disintegrates to the left, preferably. Fate breath.
Breath incoming. Bowman coming.
I could have been bad. Remy, what are you doing, Remy? No. I saw it for a second like, am I gonna get gatted here? Did not get gatted. Can confirm we did not get gatted. Oh, now we're gonna get gatted though. Now we're getting gatted. We're fine. Actually, we're fine. Not gatted. It's a lie. That was a lie. That was a lie.
Disintegrate lines out.
Personals reset.
We're all live? What? Somebody's gonna die, right? Like, we never come out of here all alive.
Yeah.
Barely do. Okay, disintegrates if we need one. I already got mine, so we're chilling.
Clear on this
Mostly.
disintegrate. Then we get in and be in raid CDs. Being aligned to clear. Being healing. Stay alive.
Oh, no, we're dead. Oh, we were fine and then we weren't.
Too far away.
Okay.
I died.
Don't drop it on Diamond, please. It's on
Stack high. Teleport
thing.
Yes, to answer your question.
You got your graphics up.
Oh, this is so. I hated that. I hated that. I hated that. We can't be putting him on diamond. Pixel stack it, please.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Phase 2.
Blessing? What is this? Oh.
Interrupt your step.
Big pumps.
Oh god.
Interrupt.
I'll grab.
Interrupt 3.
Ignore.
Interrupt.
Just go into the dress.
Oh, that's a bomb.
Is that a bomb?
No blind.
That's a bomb, but
Ba-boom,
also screams. Yeah, it's everything.
Blasting screams.
Couldn't find any PvE changes for DK. Yes, there was also PvE changes as well.
Right,
Yeah,
so we were
apparently they're
still
buffing them, I
losing,
think.
like, 3 to 5
They're definitely
people
buffing them for PvP.
during the glittering or shortly before there every time.
Yeah, the spirit link ended early because Eller died.
Yeah, but even it seems like on the disintegrate, we're losing people.
I think Eller was the only one who lost to the disintegrate. Everyone.
Just shows how little I play Holy Paladin. The change is already on PTR, by the way. Well, technically, if you want to be like semantics, all changes were in last week.
Do not
But you
know,
mean the newest
but,
ones? Yeah,
just
I
in
imagine
general.
so. They nerfed it a little bit,
Sure
but
people
I think
have
they're
their
just trying to make it
fucking
more of a
versions and stuff
defensive
for
tool
that as
rather
well.
than like a
I don't think
giga aggressive
there's been a
tool.
single poll. I think maybe we had one yesterday. I'm lying. Maybe one.
Let me look up
yesterday
the
where
list
we had
again
everyone
of all the
live.
class changes. To get you proper info, Shane. Have issues navigating Wowhead. So let me go over everything that's happened to Death Knights. Actually, I am wrong. Frost isn't
Yeah,
really
that
getting
wasn't
buffed
true on
up
the poll before.
that
We
much
lost people
for
that.
PvE content. These are the Death Knight buffs.
We lost
Ghouls
regular
summoned by
and
Raised
more
Dead inherit 85% of the Death Knight's health, was 50, mostly for
Death before, I
PvP
just see a bunch
purposes.
of people
If mobs are
falling.
hitting the ghouls are going to be less likely to die. Death Goal healing is increased by 75%, mostly to keep your ghoul alive if you have to. Blood, all ability damage buffed by 8%, and that's about it right now. Vengeance, all ability damage buffed by 8. Druid, Rebirth now costs 2% of your mana, was 0. Cost is unchanged for Guardian and Bear form. Mana regeneration rate has been reduced just to, I think, make sure that hybrids aren't able to be super too effective in group content. Bite got buffed for Feral Druid. Permaclaws removed. Dire Fixation causes your attacks to deal 8% damage to primary target, so that's pretty interesting. Look at where Permaclaws was. Rampant Ferocity has been resigned. First by deals damage per calm point. Fill enemies afflicted by Rip. Also affected by Mastery? That's huge. That's a big buff. That's a buff. That's a buff. That's a buff. That's a buff.
AOE incoming.
Take.
Some other stuff too. I'm gonna go over that in a bit here. We get an actual cooldown on SARKARETH. On Sarky Poo.
Respect. It's to the left. Big breath towards a little bomb.
Breath incoming.
Big bombs. Moving.
I want to aim the bomb
Everyone
or the
in this
breath over
breath.
in the ranged.
Use Hellstones. Live. Disintegrates out. Baiting bombs.
Bomb incoming.
Moving.
Breath incoming.
Disintegrates out.
Personals reset.
Target you.
Baiting bombs.
Bomb incoming.
Someone might have walked in. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Disintegrate. Everyone clears.
She deathed it.
Make sure you're pressing a personal here. Health stone, health pot.
Be in the link. We glitter.
Pog.
That was a solid one.
Read it early, but it's not over. Hey, maybe we just do that then.
Yeah.
Please don't drop it on a diamond, please. Drop it on moon.
Stack high. Teleport on you.
Dropping on diamond. In 3. Keep my diamond.
I shouldn't come out this early. I'm just gonna hit him. To get some cooldown reduction.
Phase 2.
Bait
Let me
breath.
do the kick, please.
I didn't kick.
Interrupt 1.
Focus skull. First set of bombs.
Interrupt
Eller and
2.
Fate.
Interrupt 3.
Just go into the duress. Stick the breath.
Interrupt 4.
First duress coming. Selly.
You ready?
Run
3,
where we were.
2, 1. Yeah, try to angle it more.
Range for baiting.
B by X.
Breath incoming.
Focus skull when it comes out. Put pulls on the ads.
Interrupt 1.
Is this the one we warlock gate back?
Interrupt 2.
Yes.
Yep.
Stuns? Any stuns on the mobs?
Interrupt 3.
You ready?
I'm gonna have to
Spell
rotate
3,
something.
2, 1.
Gate back.
Interrupt 4.
Okay, new bombs coming out. These are
Someone's about to get mine.
Staff, grab it if you can.
Breath incoming.
They're both back here.
We're taking forever to kill that one ad though. 6 stacks, so you cannot be tripped anymore.
Watch your step. Interrupt 2.
It's one of those where I think we just gotta kill that ad faster.
Swap.
Interrupt 3.
That's
Okay.
a fiver. That's a
That's
fiver.
at least
That's a
like
5 handle I
seeing
wanted
a
to
56% of the boss.
Alright, dude, let's just get a kill on
This
this.
is good.
Alright, I'm tired of
Yeah,
sweating.
yeah, exactly, dude, exactly. Just get the kill right now, man.
I can't kick the third.
Just kill it. Just kill it.
If you can't kick, just call. I'll get a kick on them. Hard cleaning off that stuff.
Oh, so I should have waited for Pete Torres over there. Now we're all on the wrong side.
Second one gets a first kick.
Guardian buffed by 6%, by the way. Resto, all ability buffed by 25%. I think they talked about it before. 25, all ability damage increased by 25%. Restoration, all ability damage buffed.
But then my kick was on CD.
25. That's insane. Are they just Onyx Unlet users or something right now? Is it just like big Onyx gamers? What is this? That's kind of insane. I like this. Frost Mage nerfs are pretty meh and should really be so strong. Okay, I'll peep this later. Evoker dev update. Order specialization has changed in a talent pane.
What round?
This will be reverted in PTR, but the order will be devastation, preservation, augmentation on the right hand side. Okay, so I guess that's a little funky looking. New talent, potent mana. Source of magic increases your target's healing and damage by down by 3%. Oh, wait a second. Source of magic is a simple buff. You buff the target's healing and damage down by 3%. Huh? It's a simp buff. Potent mana is located where regenerative magic used to be. Regenerative magic has been redesigned, now increases your legion by 3%. Regenerative magic has been moved to row 6 beneath Arcana. Draconic Legacy has been reduced to 1 rank. 1 rank value is equal to the previous 2 ranks, so 6% stamina for 1 point. Kinda nice. My god, they're giving him a simp buff. What the? Support buff. Dude, what if you could put it on yourself? I would put it on myself, man. Be like, you know what? I want 3% more damage. I think it would give it to a damage dealer, but there are situations where you'd want to use it on a healer, I imagine. But I think you'll probably use it on damage dealers in some cases. But I wonder if there's like an argument for like where healers would benefit more than a damage dealer. Usually it's like if you kill someone before it can kill you. This is why like damage is generally really, really good. But not always. I do wonder if any healers are going to make an argument for it. Like a certain restoration druid named Supples that I know.
Everyone be in this.
No, 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 no. I need it. I need it.
No. Out.
What the?
Very quickly and fast.
It's out.
Personals reset.
Again. We're moving. Everyone's clearing on the disintegrate.
Yes, Captain.
Early again.
Yes, Chef. Oh, that's so clean. Darkness and Link there. Oh, the worst of it just dealt with so easily. That was well done.
Moon first.
Please drop it on Moon. Don't cheat over on Diamond, please.
Stack
high. Teleport on Moon.
Please.
On Diamond in 3 seconds.
Moon.
Be on Diamond.
Oh, why would you do that? Why are you so messy with that? Stop. Okay, William. I'm literally getting my comp points here.
Phase 2.
Breath.
I cannot drink. Breath incoming.
Really put fools on the ads.
Interrupt 1.
First set of bombs is Fate Miller.
Interrupt 2.
Get him a little closer, not literally in the pool.
Bomb up.
That'd be great. Something we gotta do better at.
Interrupt 4.
First duress is coming out.
We have a backup for Jeff.
Belly.
Spelling
Just about
3,
to call it.
2, 1.
Yeah, we'll just have Steph do it. Baiting breath on X.
Ow.
Breath incoming.
Ow. 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 I think it's because I took a little bit of bad damage.
Watch interrupt 1.
I feel like that.
Interrupt 2.
I know it was said in the trade chat, but we are like scrapping the
Interrupt
going
3.
way too ham on those first set ads.
Do I just like hold it then? Because I can hold my trinket until the second set, honestly. I'm just kind of sending it.
If you kick the boss and people
okay,
are
so the
still
PvP
underneath, do
changes
their
coming for them
circles
looks
disappear?
nutty. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really liking the Frost DK changes specifically. I think those could be really good. I want to get Night King's like thoughts. I want to get my man Chiple's thoughts. I call him Night King, man, because that's a real idea. Why I keep swapping back and forth?
Yeah, no, my
Spatial
timer still
Paradox
had
for
one, like, full
augmentation
second
now
left, and my
increases the
circle
range
just
of
disappeared
friendly.
and I died.
Spatial Paradox now increases the range of a friendly healer spells by 100%. Was increased the yards by 40 yards. So that's gonna be, I think, a little different, I guess, for Evoker or for others. Mana regeneration increased by 100%. Okay. Instead of 150. Preservation. All spell and ability damage buffed by 10%. Nice. Life Giver's Flame now heals for
When we're
50,
doing
35, 70% of damage done
updates,
was
melee,
40, 70. So it's a slight
he's
nerf
gonna
there.
draw, like,
Mage
a,
Mass Bearer now always
shaft
casts in nearby players instead of pets and summons.
breath.
Okay.
You could
Extended.
make a
Place
set
an
of
issue with thermal lance
walls
extend its water elemental longer than
at the end of
intended.
the shaft
Place the issue with thermal voids
of,
glacier
like,
spike not
where they're,
extending
like,
water
off
elemental.
way
So a bunch of
to the
fixes
side.
there. Cold snap no
Way
longer
we have
resets
then
cooldown of
the
blizzard.
range
Cold.
don't have to-
Cold
I feel like
cooldown
kinda
while cold snap is talented can no longer be reduced or reset by time manipulation, shift in power, or cold snap. Interesting. Icicles also buzz Bolt. Cool. Master skill Frozen Orb Blizzard to combat storm that's separate from single target spells. Frozen Orb damage reduced by 15. Glacial Spike cast time now increased by 0.5 seconds and damage reduced by 20. I guess because it's buffed by mastery, right? They even have a note actually. After most recent changes to the Glacial Spike scaling with mastery, we're going to pull back on some of the more recent buffs with Glacial Spike damage. Okay. Freezing Winds now grants figures of frost every 3 seconds instead of 2. Rare frost damage is buffed by 15 though. That's kind of nice. Look in general. What do we post in general? What do we got? Source of Magic. Yeah, redirect your access magic to a friendly healer for 34 minutes.
Rip that up. Wait, shoot boss and you know. I got you, man.
My meta.
rat bat.
So redirect access magic to a friendly healer for 34 minutes. When you cast an empowerment spell, you store. Wait, what? Source of Magic? Is it working properly? So I mean, that's not different, Source of Magic. Oh, so you have to pick up Source of Magic to buff somebody. Oh, I guess it makes the talent a little bit better though, doesn't it? Hold on, Jake, the talent under that, isn't it the one that gives the whole buff thing? Or am I wrong about that? Hold on, no, look at this. Potent Mana is a new talent. Potent Mana. Source of Magic increases the target's healing and damage done by 3%. So you have to grab one, then grab the other.
That's the cursed one. Don't
That's
use
still
that one,
fine.
use this one.
It's only heals that get a 3% damage and heal buff.
Can't
Are
confirm.
you sure?
I feel like it'd be pretty cool if.
Oh, you can only give it to a
Solo's, like,
healer.
There's a chance that
Oh.
rather than healing you. it would
Okay,
kill
I see what you mean now.
Add a little stuff. Yeah, add a little
I
spice.
see what you mean.
AOE incoming.
Take.
By the way, my trinket didn't run off. That's a little sus. Okay, so then it's not that good. I was hoping maybe it would be like a buff you could put up on other DPS.
Integrate to the left. Bait breath towards old bomb.
I mean, it still may be good, like utilitarian group usage. I don't know. Okay, so it makes it a little bit less of like... Okay, actually, I guess it's not the worst because now it takes off a lot of the pressure from like, who do you buff with it? If you can only buff a healer. So you just slap it on a healer that needs the most healing. Or you heal it and plus it's gonna do more damage or whatever. I guess you're only healer.
Tighten it up.
It's not the worst still. Like, thinking about it again, it probably is good that they don't have to like, okay, who wants my 3% damage buff? But giving it to a healer does not feel nearly as bad.
Narc, please.
Tell me right now. Does not feel nearly as bad when you have to give it to a healer. Because then you don't have to think about which DPS to give it to. Oh.
Healers? Well, going big boom.
Yeah, can you give me bark suckles?
Clearing. Apparently.
I still have a thing on me. Yeah, I'm dead.
¿Dónde está la bomba?
Oh, he dead.
Technically, I can revival, right?
So we're at
Bomba.
APT.
They really practice being on the markers here.
Stack
Tight
high.
stack. On diamond as well.
Stack high. Teleport
Fuck your
on.
one stack, be on the marker.
Coming.
Who the fuck?
Somebody would not have diamond, dude. What the?
That was me.
That's a weird one.
It's hard to be mad at Will, isn't it?
Nope. That's frankly a brunch angle.
It's a late brunch, man.
Interrupt
Draw the
your
balls,
step.
draw the balls, the balls, melee.
Crooked.
Set of bombs coming. Dalaran fate.
Interrupt 2.
Gotta go see a doctor.
Sorry, I played that one bad.
Both sets coming.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 4.
Dispelling in 3, 2, 1.
Fate second breath on X. This will be breath coming.
Then balls.
Oh, your balls.
Watch your step.
So, yeah, this to us. Yeah,
Interrupt
doesn't
2.
need it.
Interrupt 3.
Dress 2 coming out. It's on Dodd. No,
Interrupt
you gotta go
4.
over behind the range.
No, we're dead.
Dispelling in 3, 2, 1.
Interrupt 5. Bomb incoming.
Yeah, doing that is probably not the
I
play.
think, yeah, the
That
breath
gate
went on the
didn't need to
gate.
be moved though. Yeah, you can't do that.
Well, there was 2 gates down. That was the problem. One was still in the back. Another one's like further up.
Stack high.
The
Watch your
person that
step.
has the gate. It's the
Interrupt 2.
Yeah. That was a really bad pull for me. Like, no damage.
And that would be Billy.
What's up, Darker 10 2.0? Fair enough, yeah, fair enough. Okay, so I guess it's
replaced my gate.
better, actually. When you think about it a little bit,
Yeah,
it
so
is
what
actually a
happened
better
was
change.
Your gate was
Splintering
in
Ray.
the
Ray of
second
Frost
breath.
deals 25% of his damage to 5
I
nearby
put mine up,
enemies.
but they were
Oh,
admittedly
that's
close,
so
and
cool.
people
Ray of Frost can
did run mine up a
AoE
little
now.
bit early.
Or do more single
Yeah,
target.
just literally just
Glacial Assault
wait
no longer
until
increases damage
after
you
the
take.
second breath comes out to
Enemy
place
safety
it,
move
so
by
that way
6%
you
was
know
2.
It's not going to be in it.
No longer stacks. Okay, so you just hit it. One flurry. Oh, that's so good. But it's like stacks up to 10, I guess, so it's a little bit give or take. I like that Splintered Ray, though. Icy Veins Water Elemental no longer increases the damage and mistake from you. Instead, increases your frost damage you deal. Yo, Jake, we did it, dude. We did it. Oh, so instead
can
of
we also just
debuffing the
confirm
enemy,
that
it
every
buffs
single
you?
duress is
That is
gonna go
exactly what
just
I
up
wanted.
behind the range tag,
Icy Veins,
so
Frigid
melee
Exposure
gun?
renamed to Frigid Empowerment. Frigid Empowerment increases the
Or are
frost
we
damage you deal by
doing a little
3%
something?
up to 15%. So instead of 20% debuff, it's 15% self buff. That is much, much better. That is such a good change, man.
Yeah, like
That is
behind
such
left,
a good change. Oh my god, I'm glad they did it, dude. I am glad they listened.
Yeah, we
They
wanna go
listened
to
to
the
a
free
lot of
space, not the
feedback,
bad
man. This is
space.
good.
So like the
This is
back
good.
left of the front
That's a
right.
W change, man.
Yeah,
Big fan of that
I don't
one.
even know what you said there.
My god, I'm so excited to play Frost Mage now. What a good, like, solid change, man. You know?
If I were dad,
What an
I
actual
would've
good
just stood in
change.
front of you, cloaked it off, and knocked it.
Or is it, where's the feast?
would've
Ability
been
fixing
your
Brewmaster?
next
Hold on, you're going way ahead of me, bro.
Right up to the
Press the
warlock.
advantage. Auto attacks reduce the cooldown of breeze by half a second and block your target's chi, dealing additional damage, causing him to take 1% increase in mature ability for 10 seconds upon reaching 10 stacks. Your next castle Rising Sun kick smash consume 1 stack, striking 100% effectiveness. Big single target increase. This bonus attack on target affects on behalf of the target palm replaces target palm. So this replaces target palm with an auto. That's actually so cool. Wait, that's actually neat. Bonus attack from plus advantage triggers chi surge when talented and summon new Zawa. Yo, that's so cool. Ability damage buffed by 7%. Rising Sun kick, Black Cat kick buffed by 20. Tiger Palm and invoke new Zawa. Damage buffed by 50. Bro, what is this? Oh, that is so good. Mystery of all spells and damage buffed by 10. Ancient Teaching now heals for 135 instead of 150. I guess because of the damage buffs. Fun of Life increases Fun of Life heal by 25, static amount. Moonwalker, all damage buffed by 2%. Seems kind of low, but okay.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Glimmer Stuff, Awakening, Daybreak, New Animation. Awaken now can only trigger in combat. Awakening stacks buff. Reduce to 1 second with 30. That's pretty good though. Duration increase to 1 minute. That's actually really good, so you can kind of like delay it a little bit. Spend a little bit of damage by 10%. Avenger Crusader heals for 360. Xbox 360 damage.
No,
Session
I
2%
fell
base
rushed
mana.
the center
Seems
of the
good.
platform and went off the
Dude, this is
side.
some good changes.
Yeah, frankly, sounds like a skill feat.
Ready? Take.
I cannot use that yet.
Pushback. Disintegrates left. Bait breath towards bomb.
Breath incoming.
That I can still recharge.
Bomb incoming.
Moving. Left 2. Being all the healing. Use a Hellstone. Disintegrates out.
Target you.
Tight.
Gotta make sure Remy doesn't get smacked there by the beam.
Moving.
Breath incoming.
That I can still recharge.
Disintegrates out.
Personal's reset.
I cannot use that item yet.
Moving.
I am out of range.
Clear on this. Use a personal.
I don't gotta clear.
We're clearing
I
on
gotta
this.
clear nothing.
SLT. Watch your feet. Survive.
I must get closer.
Okay. Stack moon.
Please stack moon, not diamond.
Stack high. Teleport on you.
Working on diamond in 3. Beat by diamond.
Oh, this is. Oh, we made it out. 4, 3,
Phase
2.
2.
Please don't kick early.
Breath
Bait
incoming.
breath. Draw your balls.
Interrupt 1. Watch your step.
Set of bombs. Iron fate.
Interrupt 2.
Nope.
Interrupt 3.
Good.
Interrupt
First
Oh,
duress
I
is
can hit the boss
coming.
for a bit. Is that low?
Behind the range to the left.
Spelling in 3, 2, 1.
Good.
Too far away. So wait till this breath to do it, Billy.
Yeah. Bait this breath by X.
I cannot
have to be exactly on X. Left is fine.
Breath incoming.
Alright, we're moving. Get the new gate down.
There you go.
Draw your balls.
Interrupt 1.
Make sure you're angled towards the gate so you take it back immediately.
Yes.
Let me back
This
up
one. Kill skull.
Interrupt 2.
Kill
Okay,
this.
this dress pushes them.
Interrupt 3.
Spelling in 3, 2, 1.
Gate.
Interrupt 4.
You can taunt the ad.
Bomb 2. These are locks.
Interrupt 5.
First bomb out.
You're okay
Move.
first.
I got it.
Second one out.
Breath incoming.
And yep. Watch breath. Oh.
Interrupt 1.
Get Peter.
Watch your step. Interrupt 2.
This dress we. Is being knocked.
Interrupt 3.
Okay, I got casted there.
That's last.
I'm bad. I'm bad at this game, man. Fury, by the way, is popping off. We
P3
stage, bro! P3! Let's go! That's what we wanted. So there we are doing plenty of damage, chat. P3 right there staged it. What's up, Caleb? How you doing, my guy? Prog, man. This was so good. Wait, you playing it? No, where Brewmasters don't just go full dive. Dave build. Dude, Dave makes a big return out of nowhere.
Realistically,
I am
not
so
that-
glad you know
yeah.
who Dave is, man.
So
I'm glad you
mechanical
heard
shit
of
we have to work
Dave.
on.
The Church of Dave is
So we
what
want
we
that
need,
ball from
honestly.
like the 47% range there?
Pally got buffed by 2%. Holy Power, no, casting. Wait, Holy Power. Hammer Rat the generates Holy Power, casting immune target. That's pretty good. Priest. Discipline, O spell, and damage buff by 10%. Atonement transfers 36% of damage was 40. Makes sense. Holy, O spells and damage buff by 10%. Spell ability damage. Nice. Subtlety got buffed by 4. Outlaw, they have nothing yet, but hopefully they have something this week. Enhancement, we want to encourage players to replace the Dragonflight Season 1 set with the new Season 2 set, and lowering the haste value from Season 1. The new Season 2 has introduced some interactions with Chain where the spell can be used even on single target, so we're reducing the Season 2 set bonus to give the Chain Lightning and AoE spell rather than single target, increasing the damage of your core melee attacks. Wind Lash, damage buff by 20, Ice Strike buff by 20, Storm Strike, Wind Strike buff by 20! Vault in the Coordinates Force had been adjusted, grants less haste. ABERRUS 2 Chain Lightning deal 100% damage. 20% increase was 100. Mana regen increased by. Okay, cool. Blessed Shaman, all damage buff by 10. Nightmare has been redesigned for Warlocks. Increases the amount of damage required to make a fear. I guess it's kind of cool. Demon customization available in the barbershop. Oh! You reading today's patch notes? Trying to catch up while also progging SARKARETH, while also trying to not be bottom DPS as best as I can. Feel pretty bottom right now, honestly. But also going over the chat like some of the new stuff. Yes, so everything at once. I'm trying to get into work mode, man. I got work to do tonight.
But I'm giving everybody raid avoidance instead.
Razor Bomb has been removed. Army of the Dead now usable in Arena, Raid, or Battlegrounds. Oh! Summons 4 goals in PvP. Apocalypse now summons 2 Army of the goals instead of 4. Interesting. So let's goals. Army of the Dead gold damage increased by 20. So let's goals, but they do more damage. Interesting change. Rupture Viscera, exploding damage increased by 100%. Transformation increases their primary attack by 50. Interesting. Virulent Plague now is no longer reduced by 45% in PvP combat. Festering Wound damage now increased by 310% in PvP. Death Call damage buff by 125. Scourge Strike buff by 30. Wow, what a change to Death Knights, man. I'm sure. I'm 90% sure that never gets. You never take AoE Rare Frost talent, but it'll cleave for 25% of the damage to like 5 targets.
Run out my tank.
I don't know. I'll need to mess around with it. I like the idea that they're giving you like a single target, but also an AoE counterpart version of it. But like, I don't know. It all depends on the tune-up, right?
That's bomb number 2.
I need to try it myself.
Add
but even Ray of Frost. Okay. But what if you try it in an AoE for like 5 minutes, and you have to press Ray of Frost, or are you doing like a cleave, like small target cleave? Right? What if you do that? Maybe, right? Maybe.
Before my second kick, which is good.
Well, it's dying before my kick sometimes as well, and I'm 4th kick on it. That's what I'm saying. Like, if that's
happening, I'm like throwing too much at it.
Oh, I see. You're saying if this is happening, this other thing should be happening instead. I see.
We just need to put more damage into Sark there.
You want me just to hit Sark the whole time? And just Blade Flare into the ad?
a DPS set the whole time, so...
Yeah, I wasn't even alive in the second phase, so...
But I don't think
we're saying
gonna get the...
first set's dying too quickly.
Well,
I mean, that's just gonna happen. Like, you have every single 2 minute go in there with a loss.
Yeah. I can also...
But the point is you should cleave off Sark there. There are people hard focusing the ad.
that's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, I'm hitting the ad there the entire time.
That first set, I think like Mage cooldowns and Dragon Rage.
No, Glimmer I think is the one. Because Empty Recollections I'm cleaving them, but not amazing.
So kill that set really quickly.
I'm gonna break a pump in that thing. Jesus Christ, that thing is melted. Bro, combo. What the hell? I mean, it's a one-man army on that thing.
Actually, really behind DPS, so we will need to get more.
Think there charges a flare to do that? Really?
Still focus on mechanics.
Wait, are you playing with the tier set flurry, or are you talking about like the normal flurry? Because I don't think it AoEs, right? I'm confused, man. I'm confused. I need additional info.
That can't be real.
Did it twice
Power
yesterday.
power.
Cigarets left. Put breath on old bomb.
William. Okay, nice. That'll work.
Stacked up for bombs. Removing. Breath 2, everyone's in it. There's a Hellstone. Move more normal.
Put him up.
It's out, careful. Get the lines.
Yeah, I got hit by everything so far, so I'm just gonna have to chill.
Lines out.
I'm gonna hit faint here. Just so I can maybe live like a human being.
Everyone's clearing on this. Use a personal. SLT.
Chat, are these songs a banger or what, man? These have been absolutely like insanely good.
Oh, that SLT.
That's NCS, man. Arcade. NCS arcade channel. Like, these are really good. Am I the only one enjoying these or what?
That one.
Stack high. Stack high. Teleport on you.
I just have to like hike half the time to get into it.
Song? I'll link it in a bit. Here we go.
3, 2.
That's entire mix.
Phase 2.
Big breath.
Breath incoming.
So here I'm gonna just go into Sark.
Balls.
I'm just not hitting the ads at all.
Set of
I'm
bombs
just
coming.
pumping SARKARETH.
First stress.
Alright, 3,
Stuff.
2, 1.
I must get closer.
It's immune. I think.
Yeah, that is immune, so that one we need to
Breath
somebody
X.
stay on it.
Stay alive. Gate down.
Far away.
Yeah, there I need to kind of stay with everybody.
Rest. Knock them to the other gate.
Interrupt 3.
3, 2, 1.
Interrupt 4.
Closer.
Bomb away. Interrupt 5.
All of us melee just got sent. I guess the tank died or something. Is that what happened? Melee'd?
If somebody dies in P1, literally anyone else res them. It is like...
Should have been a DJ. Release the album already down. Dude, it's not my songs, man. It's not mine. They're just like NCS Arcade.
It could be silly also.
And the other stuff is just like NCS. I mean, I could maybe like take the best of Arcade and make a mix, post it in Discord or something, update it once in a while. If I find bangers, it's just bangers like you can listen on like stream, man. You know, like non-copyrighted, so it's really good. I mean, in Frost, I don't care how good or bad it is, it just feels so good to be casted like that again, dude. And they're not even changing like the basic rotation of like frost bolts, ice lances, flurries. They're just adding more and are making it more. Not giving it a whole red pally overhaul. They're like keeping the same base, but like they're adding so much more effort into it that I think it just opens up more talent builds and just more variety. It is so good. I do think Frostbolt is taking a bit of a backseat, but it may not be that bad because now Frostbolt can feed into glacials. So like Frostbolt 3, for example, could give you more glacials, which are doing quite a bit of damage overall. I think it requires a ton of mastery to pump. It probably will, yeah. But the fact that you don't need as much haste because of that one talent, like buffs it by 8%, which is a lot, but also increases it by 10%. That seems really good, right? So you may be kind of like Evoker, right? Get enough of it just to get some damage, and then it's going to be mastery and crit. Crit to a certain point, they'll probably Giga Mastery until you can get crit again for crit caps. I imagine. You know?
Like we should.
Should have been a DJ, dude. I would have loved it, man. I love music.
Bombs down first.
I love music. Always been in and around music all the time, man. Whether it's playing in the band with friends or whatever, or I don't know, playing saxophone for like band.
Just say it for tanks and heals.
I was like, Acid, just yell at me and tell me who to advance. Somebody dies.
We'll see though, Jake. I do want to check out the Brewmaster changes. That looks so good.
Push back. Disintegrates to the left. Put breath on old bomb.
A weird spot. I think it's mostly okay.
Breath 2. It's Hellstone. Healing. No. Moving.
That's not Pete.
There's an angel in the outfield.
It's out.
I don't like that position there. Just had to get away from the boss for a good second.
No one clears this
I
disintegrate.
do not like that at all.
Personal reset.
I cannot drink more this time.
Wait.
Too far away.
Okay.
I cannot leave that.
Stack high.
On moon first.
Stack high. Teleport on you.
Diamond in 2. Yeah, diamond.
You guys need to not be that far forward.
You're gonna have to kick here.
Huh?
Both tanks down.
How did Run die? He fell. Okay. I tried.
I so bad at
I tried.
things on the correct markers. I get it.
I think it just, yeah, we'll see though what we do with Mastery. But I'm liking the Brewmaster thing they're adding, by the way, though. Like, overall, that seems really solid. I'm hoping to do something similar to Out the World, right?
Oh, you're talking
it's a
about
very
Moon
little,
and
like,
Diamond?
new...
Yeah,
it's
we
a
should
very
have a
small
fucking uppercut
addition.
eye.
It's a very
making
small
a circle
change.
blob every time. Just like
You
throwing
can-
paint at a canvas or some shit. One drop.
You can literally grab maybe like one circle and one buff, and then you need to be back. Or if you just don't want to risk it, just stay on that. You have plenty of time.
It's weird the buffs the hell out of Charred Passions LMAO. It does buff the hell out of Charred Passions for sure, because now you don't really need to play Palm anymore. But they also buff Palm by like 50% too, so if you do want to play Palm, which there's very little reason to, but if you do end up playing it, there's like now a playstyle option. I think it's good that they're adding talents that will complement some builds. I think that's what we needed from the get-go, honestly. You no longer have blow to press in target's palm, but you never really pressed it anyway, right? It was dead button if you're playing Passions. So it wasn't blow, you just didn't really press it unless you're like really near your brews, but
Pretty much
there's
what's gonna
very
happen
little
is
reason
if
why you
those
would
aren't
press it
pixel stacked better
at all.
Someone's circle could land on that blob, and they will not be able to get out.
It's really good that they, you know, add it anyway.
Ready, take.
Because at least gave you the button purpose.
Pushback. Disintegrates left. Breath on old bomb.
Too far away.
Moving. Gain breath 2. Big damage. Lines out. Yep. Moving.
Personals are reset.
Disintegrates out. Eight. Pick back up, and we're moving.
I cannot drink more this time.
There's no spirit link. Big personals, everything.
I didn't clear? I got hit by fire and I should have got hit by the... I guess I didn't clear.
Die.
I felt like I stood in the fire. And then I thought I stood in the line, but...
Kickflip!
Alright. I was really hoping they would give some kind of like an update for the Outlaw this week around, but I'm really excited to see what they give us. Because like if they can give Brewmasters like a little talent that actually changes the playstyle quite a bit, and they've done as many changes as they have there, like the whole combo with the Rising Sun or with a keg. I mean, stuff like this looks really cool and exciting. I'm hoping to give Outlaw something. Because like our Master's got a carbo. We need some kind of talent that buffs our damage, man. Like so far, let's just take a look at the pulls we've done on Sark. We haven't done a lot of good ones, but we've done a couple of them, right? A couple of pulls. So far, like a good portion of my damage is straight up just that ring. And then Beacon, which is mostly usually buffed up by Ghost Strike. I'm not running Ghost Strike this time around. And then you got my boots as well as my bomb, also usually buffed by Ghost Strike. So they're not only hitting a beacon, this is gonna get hit, this is gonna get hit, that's gonna get hit, this is gonna get hit. And so will this and all these. Even though they're low, but they still will get a hit.
Did you say lotion?
Lotion?
Have none of you seen Victorious?
Cookie is lotion. It doesn't work.
Wait, how have you seen that? That was on TV before you were born.
Most of us were born after, or most of us were born before 9/11.
I was like 7.
You can make a full 447 on a
That was still way
PTR.
past your time.
You mean like
watched
with,
some old-ass
you can
Nick.
buy gear or do you have to like
Victorious came out
craft
in,
gear?
like, 2011, I was 9 actually.
Probably watched it in 2017. Don't lie.
It is on Netflix. So.
I watched it just yesterday. See,
It's kind of weird.
is it?
I'm pretty
Crafted?
sure Logan's
That's not
younger
worth.
than me.
I mean,
Yeah,
crafting gear is good, but like
Damn, first
going
name
through
Why
and
you
making a full
doxing
set.
me? Come on.
Yeah,
I don't
First
know.
name
I guess like
basis
if you wanted to
really
try like
disgusting.
secondary stats, if you wanted
Coolness
to.
skilled or unhinged.
Dude,
But it's just like it's a hassle.
introduced me as
It takes a second.
You guys are unhinged here.
Hey
dude.
everybody, this is my friend Logan.
The first two words that come to mind when I think of you were Logan and Spurg. Those were how you were described to me.
Spurg.
You can't say that, guys. Come on.
I wonder if he was named after the Logan movie. How old was he? He was like 4, right? 5.
Okay, man.
He can't gate for 40 seconds.
That's fine.
And then it was, and then the follow-up sentence was, "But don't mind him. He's just a little toxic."
True.
I am not toxic, man.
Hey, you're oh no!
Nice.
I saw that.
You're a reformed gamer, dude.
Take.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Working man now.
Respect.
That's bad.
Lines to the left. Breath to first bomb.
Yeah, these lines all over the place. So what are these buffs? Or lack thereof, really?
Shifting.
But it's
Everyone
actually
being
really
this breath.
sad. These lack of buffs are so bad. Okay, so that one I cleared. I only have one stack.
Lines out.
That should be the second stack.
Stack range.
Should be moving.
Oh god, those are sexy beats.
Personals reset.
Lines out.
I cannot drink more this time.
Okay. We're moving. Everyone's clearing on this.
Get paid up.
Oh, I'm dead.
Judge. Oh god, I'm probably dead too.
Too far away.
See these full positionings.
If I take the totem res, how's this gonna
This
work?
one's on diamond.
That's free.
And 2 beyond diamond. Good.
It's just a free res.
Right, I just meant because of how the base works.
3, 2,
Oh.
1.
Come up. Big breath.
Not exactly what one breath to go.
Watch your step.
Take your balls. Bombs coming out. 1 feet. Second one's out. First duress. Combo.
Spelling in 3, 2, 1.
I must get closer.
He
Does
charges
he have
over
no cast
all
stuff?
Okay, now that's dying way too slow.
breath on it.
We have too many dead.
Yeah, we had 4 dead.
Live.
Watch your step. Interrupt 1.
Good strat.
I guess.
Interrupt 2.
Use that dragon thing. Set my ship.
Interrupt 3.
Is he getting a leap or a
My
charge?
damage is bad,
See
man.
an AC
One of them
130
didn't
through
let.
all of the Death Blossom.
A deep breath?
Yeah.
Getting to a player, how's it going? Greetings to the player, how's it going? What's up, Bulldog? How you doing, man? Did you see some of the PTR stuff they got going on over there? They're cooking up some new Brewmaster stuff, Frostmage stuff, Death Knight, and Unholy PvP fixes. Hopefully fixes. I gotta see what Night King says, dude. Do I message him? Because he's been a bit of a mood. You make a... I wish they just added like a... I wish, you know what they did, Jake? I wish they just kind of like added a train dummy that when you engage in like a certain area of the train dummy, you got like full stats. Maximum like item level scaling or something. I think people would just find a way to cheese it over in PTR, but it would be kind of nice, like when you instance or zone into an instance.
But I don't
You know what?
Oh,
What if they
yeah,
added
hey,
like an instance
probably
that's
when you
like
gotta date it.
not time walking, proving grounds, right? Like NPC that sends you to the proving grounds, and in proving grounds is just like a bunch of dummies, a boss dummy that smacks you for like tanks, a normal dummy, 2 target cleave, 3 target cleave, 5 target cleave, and like AoE healer dummies, and just to get an aura while you're in there. That'd be nice. That'd be very nice. So you can just zone in with your gear, just upscales everything, you can try stuff out, get a bit of an idea of how much damage things are doing.
All 2% of them.
How much damage is his ring though?
Question mark?
Your class does not need changes.
Bro, we don't.
What's
What do
his
you mean?
ring? I
You're
mean,
better than us.
9.3% here, 2% buffed everywhere else.
Yeah, pay no attention to the purple man at the top of that meter right there. It's
To
we need
counteract
buffs.
the like rings, we actually get like a lot of DPS and mythic plus for the rings.
Fucking teal and baby blues are just lying.
It's like a solid like 10 to 12k on the low end.
Don't let them gaslight us, Josh.
It's actually a nerf because my ring does 10% of my damage, and they're
Yeah.
nerfing that. So, and I'm getting a 2% buff to make up for it.
Okay, they nerfed BM too.
So how did the new BM? Hold on, I missed that entirely. Jake, how did the new BM? Because I was looking at the changes and I didn't see Hunter in there, did I?
Where are you seeing BM nerfs, Kaz?
It's coping, man.
Killer cleave or whatever got target cap.
Already target cap,
Oh. Reduced damage past 8 targets. Shit.
That's
Huh?
not a change, my dude.
Oh, is it tooltip picks?
Yeah.
Hunter's crying, yo.
GG, man. Hunter nerf.
Oh.
Go next.
Yeah, so apparently
Wow,
the
no hunter changes.
apparently that's just say
yeah.
tooltip a change, Jake. That's not a nerf. That's not a new one.
Let's get
It's a tooltip thing. Apparently it's already functioned that way
Yeah, let's do
for
it.
like a good bit. Like Yura can confirm. They were just saying something about it just now.
Leave me alone, I'm streaming.
Why do you care, man? You have BM.
No, dude. He's a BM gamer at heart. Don't let him lie to you.
I'll believe it when I see it, man.
He was a survival hunter.
I'm whatever the fuck I want to be, hunter.
Yeah, I'll believe the survival.
I would also ask like maybe I would ask the question also in
At
the
this stage,
Hunter
the bigger
Discord at this
question is,
point.
why would anyone want to be a hunter?
Correct.
What's
I
left?
missed up under 4 set.
The torch bomb. Oof. Watch out.
Just fucking
Bad.
15. Everyone's in this breath.
That was species spicy.
Stone.
Like,
Lines out.
Lines out.
Together. Moving.
Personals are reset.
Lines out.
all the Pacers have women to do right below.
Moving. Everyone's clearing on this disintegrate.
My bad.
Use a personal.
Spread those disintegrates a little bit, you can get fucking people killed.
Watch your feet while we're doing this.
What? What? He's proc first.
I led you, baby.
I cannot use
No per, no problem.
Big bait. Doing it
If he got
live.
stunned, he's dead.
Be it on.
Stack high. Teleport on you.
Next one will be on diamond. Be on diamond. Ow. At least stand on the line. You know?
Oh. Cool.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Phase 2.
Okay. Okay.
Is that a death countdown?
Yeah.
Wait, did that go shorter than normal? Or just me?
Damn.
No, it was just you.
I just thought
Okay,
BT was on shift 7.
Seeing as everyone died.
What
here.
is on shift 7 for me? Oh, shift
What do you
T?
mean?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
off the
Imagine shift
Yeah.
7. Apparently some people do have crazy keybinds like that, man. Their
Their
fingers are just like an octopus, just sprawling all across the keyboard. Some people got a wild setup, man. Some people got a real wild setup. No, it's just shift T. It just always found shift T kind of like a comfortable key to press once in a while.
Does everybody know
Shift
what
T,
a
F, R,
diamond and a moon look like?
TFR are usually the ones I kind of use.
Well, we see
Shift E, but only like I still like the E,
before
the strafe keys,
Ghost Gaming finishes their 9,000 heroic clear.
and then Shift E is like mobility,
Wait, they're still
certain
doing
abilities.
Still?
God
Apparently.
bless those guys.
During raid hours?
Apparently.
In this economy?
In this economy, dude.
I require a talk.
I've gotten 26% crit, 28% haste, 45 master. I'm gonna see how hard
raid
these hit
every
now.
day.
Go for it. If you get any crazy numbers, let me know.
He said next year they're going to be a 7-day guild. 7-day
Fire points are
guild.
Big.
Sucks.
I was spamming my Lincoln and go off.
Yeah, I
I think he's appalled by the.
Too far away.
Seems like you're having problems with Blink Shot.
He's out. Breath towards old bomb.
Wow, these buffs are just atrocious, by the way. Far from ideal.
2 dead.
Breath.
I missed that breath. Okay, next one I have to go
I
into.
didn't hear no bell, Memnarch.
Ding ding, motherfucker.
Bomb incoming. Breath incoming.
He's out.
Target you.
Personal's recent.
Bomb incoming.
Still atrocious boss, man. I don't get to use my keep it rolling at all.
Here's disintegrate.
Ah, I thought I could catch him. Catching boss, man. What am I, fisherman? What is this? Lizard, give buff, please. Thank you.
Okay.
There's a mistake of the boss. He fired 2 times. It's 2 times. No, should have fixed that. Wait, what? Me?
Diamond and 4.
He fired 2 times. Wait, the boss did something? Or did I do something? I mean the breath?
5.
Or just like the fire breath thing?
2.
Phase 2.
Taking breath.
Breath incoming.
Good.
I cannot drink more this time.
Make your balls. First set of bombs coming.
Bomb incoming.
First bomb out. Second bomb down.
Oh, needs a kick.
First duress coming.
Back.
Staff.
3, 2, 1.
I am out of range.
Well, went off, I
That
think.
item is still recharging.
Okay, bait on X.
Breath incoming.
Move. Melee make 2 balls.
Watch your interrupt 1.
It's gonna be the gateway back.
Interrupt
Gauge is
2.
down. Be super careful with those circles.
Interrupt 3.
Hit it in the air. Dasani, go back.
3, 2, 1.
Interrupt 4.
Hit gate.
Oh, that's really bad.
Interrupt 5. Bomb incoming.
That's just up. That was gonna kill somebody.
This one will be locks. Yeah, good chance.
Oh. I can't meta over the kill holes. That's cool.
Ah.
Yoink you midair.
There'll be no
Yoink
damage
me
there.
midair.
That's what. Yeah.
1 mil
I think
rare frost
Red
AoE
went,
split.
or Combo breaker went
Versus
and either
600
leaped or
hit spike over
charged.
5.7 seconds
And
is
it
bad.
just- Yeah, you can't jump over any hole.
I mean,
I just thought
matter how
meta
you-
man.
how you are.
I guess the benefit of Glacial of Array is also like the guaranteed resource
Yeah.
gains. So I wonder how that's going to be calculated into like damage versus resource gen. Because I imagine the resource gen is really good.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought the height and the immunity would do something for me. The answer is no.
So let's talk about how that got scuffed. It's actually the first time those have been in that awkward place, and it's actually the first time people have fallen through from that. So, number one, those void circles that are on the ground that just killed people there, those are the ones that we are baiting in P1 with the scorching bombs, right? So the real counterplay is that as a range group, we just need to be closer to the edge to maintain that those are out of play. That's part one. Now, the second part of that is on that particular set, it was a little scuffed because like some of the range group had to move left to get out of some mechanics from swirlies in the ground and did not move right. And they baited the bomb far to the left of the range group. And some of us had to, in order to not die, run in front, which dropped that hole that ended up being directly on the gate. So there's two parts. One, range group be near the edge of the arena to stop them from being in play ever. And two, if you have to move left from swirlies, make sure that you move right before those bomb baits come back off. And we can stop that from ever being a factor.
I
Sound
also
advice?
have a question about phase 2. Is there a reason we are baiting at X instead of going like further back to where the other drops were?
You can.
I think the new Ice Against Buzz Beacon.
Hey, it's just like a real estate thing in my
Wait, hold on. When it says it buffs your damage, what's the buff that it gives you? Like your water alley? Is it a frost damage buff?
We are gonna be.
Or is it all damage buff? Because they may have not like
the balls on the ground that were
found a way to like
baiting or whatever
incorporate it
take up a lot of space.
as only frost
We all need to
spells.
group up there.
I think right now it's like the tooltip may read frost spells, but it may just be everything.
What we use for that
Like
quadrant.
arcane power. The frost damage is deal. So then I guess maybe it's just the tooltip is a little misleading because they didn't really get to incorporate it properly just for spells.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what they probably did? It's probably like they just copied arcane power, like the buff, which is just raw damage buff. And they probably just tied it to the water alley, and then they're gonna have to like over the next few weeks like rework it. Okay, just frost damage only spells based on the mage or whatever. But that would be the intention, I imagine. That or maybe your trinket is scaling off of like the better gear that you're wearing. Because if you made yourself a bunch of crafted gear, that's probably scaling off of that. But the only way to really test it is, I guess, to hit a dummy without icy veins.
Left.
Let's see how much the trinket hits for.
That's coming. Everyone at second breath. Personals, house stones.
Target you.
One's out. We just have some room. Bombs.
Bomb incoming. Breath incoming.
This next bomb set is the one that interferes with. Make sure these are very close to the edge if you can.
Beating bombs. Put the right of it. Good. Good.
I cannot drink more this time.
Everyone's clearing on disintegrate. Keeping a line. There's personals.
I cannot use that.
Good. Take gate. Your circles properly.
Stack high. Stack high. Teleport on you.
Diamond in 4. Be on diamond. Control.
I am out of range.
3, 2.
Phase 2.
Beating breath. Melee do your balls.
Watch your step.
First set of bombs are coming out.
Bomb incoming.
Bomb 1 coming. Bomb 2 coming. First duress. Bill.
Telling you 3, 2, 1.
Getting hit by that, not ideal.
Second breath.
Definitely not the shadow step play.
5. Breath ink.
Breath incoming.
Move. Melee do your balls.
Watch your interrupt 1.
Gateway is down.
Interrupt 2.
Duress number 2 coming.
Interrupt
Bomb
3.
set 2 as well. Selly.
3,
Interrupt
2.
Nope.
Stack high.
I had Did you die?
Defensive.
I did
all the ads casted.
Oh man.
Yeah.
600k glitch
We
spike and
had
ST
that
is
happen a
nuts
couple
them.
times. I think we
They're
just
probably gonna nerf it a little bit more, I imagine. Because that seems like a little bit more than what Glacial Icicles are doing.
First one on the second
You know,
set there, 'cause the first set dies
never
so
mind, it
fast
doesn't
when
about
you
Beacon
hit
at all.
saves
We are
for that
must
set,
have seen a
but we didn't have
different
anything after
crit
the
rolls or
first set.
something. Yeah, I don't think. Like, that's the only way to really tell if it's buff and beacon is like to try it with, try it without, and if it's like still the same damage, then I think beacon is just hitting harder if you did make any crafted gear, probably because of that gear. If I had to guess.
Could we run capacitor totem?
Ignore the 600k glacials because stupid augmentation evoker buffing me. Yeah, it's gonna be much harder right now to really test out how hard things are really hitting. It might have been the augmentation evoker that actually got your trinket to like pop off. Honestly, because if you notice it's hitting harder, it's probably evoker buffing it by like 1,600 more into a couple of them maybe.
Well, he could have gated there actually.
But yeah, right now the only way to really test the class is to escape these evokers, man. So you have to go to Orgrimmar, have to go to Stormwind. Sometimes you can't even reach escape them there. Honestly, I found Zuldazar and Borealis are like prime places to go hit a W. It's a really good. I know evokers go there for some reason.
Should we rescue the first
A lot of them are
On the
Veldraken.
second one, it feels like it keeps getting left behind a fair bit and you grip it forward.
Second one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the second cast I always have to run in and get a stack of the sword to kick it.
Or red.
I'll pull the boss a little further.
Yeah, so if you could just grab the ad out of that first death blossom, that would be sick.
I mean, yeah, you know, it's something that's up with the Glacial Spike is didn't see the difference of plus in the orbital 5 target cleave. I wonder how good, like, Glacial Spike or Frozen Orb is going to be. They are nerfing the damage a little bit, but now it's above by Mastery. I think it's probably going to be stronger at the end of the day.
Do you guys think Eller needs cap or no?
I think it's good because the Warlocks are going downstairs, right? So they're not reliably going to be able to stun me on the alternative.
Yeah.
Expecting the in-cab shout too.
Oh god. I went the wrong way.
Lines out, big breath on bomb.
I didn't realize how much my character talks about when I want to try to throw a bomb on people.
Second breath.
Didn't realize how much talking there is. Normally as an Iceborn barely hear any.
Stack.
Where's that? Shifting.
Still recharging, my goodness. How much to remove this? Where is it?
First one's a reset.
Make this step back.
Beautiful.
One's clearing on
Look at the
this.
5 buff, man.
Use a personal.
Oh god. Fire everywhere.
Wait, while we're doing this.
How did I not clear?
The other person ran to the other side for some reason.
Too far away.
So we only had one line in the raid.
We have.
We can be red Billy because if you
Yeah,
did.
You guys are too close to diamond.
Yeah, I can take totem.
You guys not see the new marker?
Wow.
Some of those are not dropped well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Deep breath. Really quick.
I cannot drink more of this.
Breath incoming.
You can res Billy. Or this one.
Watch your step.
Off them. First set of bombs coming.
These are horrible melee.
Good balls, Billy.
Start taking pictures of my white swirly under all these fucking orbs in intermission.
2, 1.
I must get closer.
Oh god, you gotta cast off. We're okay. And then we weren't.
Breath.
Breath incoming.
Make balls.
Watch your step. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2.
Get these down.
Oh, the dot that hell is kind of brutal, honestly.
2, 1.
Take.
Interrupt 4. Bomb incoming.
Second set of bombs are coming. First one's down, second one's down. These are locks.
Breath incoming.
Thanks, I did. Job's done.
I'm pretty sure that first bad.
New broom mount added in 10.15? No way, bro. Is this a... What is this thing? Broom mount model. Yo. Harry Potter, anybody? Look at this thing.
To have them off to
And they got a hat too? Yo, what is this?
tail end of
Is that going to be a trading post thing?
is where you want to be standing.
Honestly, I could see that be a trading post thing.
You guys lead 'em.
I could see that be a trading post item. That would be nutty. 150k DPS and Ultimate Tyrannical Survival. Our DPS is somewhere like 20k-ish. Pros DK. Yeah, how did you guys get a big Ultimate one, man? I don't understand. You guys do like giga pulls every time? Because we did Ultimate ourselves and my Evoker only did like 98.
Somebody has.
But I guess like, trying to like explain it away, I'm like,
Listen, this is
we only got what, like 3-4 mobs, 5 mobs at a time.
Okay, so we're here. I'll drop at moon. You now have time to get basically 1 soak circle, maybe a buff, and then you're back right to fucking diamond. You drop, then you collect the rest of your shit, the rest of your circles, and you come up. There's no like.
All 5 of us are full 40, pretty much pulling boss. Okay, okay.
Here.
Yeah, I imagine if you pull everything, there's a big value.
All the way out here.
Not a big pulls. I guess that's tyrannical, so I guess it makes sense.
It's just not a thing that should happen.
I guess it depends how the groups are. I do wonder like how Evoker will perform because my Shaman did 130k in a free hold, and I was pretty satisfied with that. I want to see how well the Evoker can do, like in a similar environment, like big pulls and then boss dam, big pulls and boss dam, or like sizable pulls because I felt like Shaman got a fair amount of like pulls, but he just like fight 2 or 3 mobs at a time for like years and years. Usually Tank was pretty confident in pulling a little bigger. It enhanced to 180k. Yeah, I've seen enhanced to quite a lot of damage too. They're really good right now. Rob gets laughed at being paper thin, but I got 460 HP. It still is like you have all that HP, but it's still not a lot of HP overall, you know? Like hunters do have a bit, but I don't know, man. It's just still it's just no DR, not a lot of like damage reduction really. Where some classes have like passive active tools. Hunters have a lot of active tools, but like they always take so much damage, even if the active tools just don't feel enough sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a trend. It's a trend that I'd like to get fixed in the future.
Take back.
See, the one class that has to actually actively think about when to use defensives.
Mine's left. Breath torch. Hold bomb.
Whereas the other classes would just have like a generalized, like, okay, this ability is gonna hurt at this high level. For a hunter, it's like no matter what key, no matter what the situation is, you're always using a defensive here, defensive there. Like it's actually part of your rotation. One other classes are like, okay, this is where I'm gonna rotate my cooldowns. You're like, okay, this is where I'm gonna rotate my defensive cooldowns.
First one's recent.
It's out.
It does seem to be kind of disappointing, honestly.
Shift. Fearless disintegrate.
Pretty cleared, sun chilling.
What's your feet?
Oh, Link died. No, he didn't.
Too far away.
I heal dead though.
Can I get AI?
Stack
On
high.
move.
Stack high. Teleport on you.
Diamond and 2. Beyond
It's kind of
diamond.
toxic.
Stack tight.
Yeah, sure.
4, 3, 2.
What the? How do we lose so many people?
Phase 2.
Bait.
Breath
I
incoming.
cannot drink more at this time.
Merely do your balls a tip.
Watch your step.
I cannot use that item yet.
Bombs coming.
Bomb incoming.
1. 2.
It isn't ready.
First duress.
2, 1.
That item is still recharging.
Oh, that I got so much stacks. Took no damage.
Fading breath.
Maybe just skip one class and they add the entire time. Let's give me on there or something.
Circles on the ads.
Stack high. Stack
Ah. At least we've seen P2 all from chat. That's what's important. And working through P2 is what's important right now. Because it's just a lot of like high stress situation. And then P3 eventually just be its own thing. But we're making good progress, man. I mean, the boss, we're getting quite a bit of like... We got him to 50% once. We want to see P3. That's actually really good, honestly. The fact that we got him into P3, like, what, second night of like... Second night of seeing him? But I'd even argue like first night of like actually playing the fight as the roster. We do miss a couple people, but still.
We're doing like 12
you know?
players without a cooldown, essentially.
Say it again, sorry.
So like the disintegrate during the first fire breath that the healers are clearing on. Like we just make sure to get that out and it's not like stacked on the fire breath.
Oh,
Because we have to like dip into the fire breath and then like immediately get to range stack. So like yeah, we just differ.
It's a mad feeling to get a normal SARKARETH cloak and vault the hunter.
Right on,
I hope you do,
like,
man. That
the
thing
range
seems like
stack
it's
or,
really
like,
good.
right in between the
It
range
is,
stack.
you know, as a hunter, I don't know if you really want it. Honestly, as a hunter, I'm starting to think maybe you don't want it. Mostly because it doesn't have stamina on it. As a hunter, do you really think you can afford it? Because our arrested druid was talking about, he got this in his vault and he was like, Spore Cloak for defense or Sark Cloak for stats? Well, one is just gonna lose my reduce my survivability, while the other increases my survivability. I'll get some hellstones. So, I don't know, man. Would you actually want it? Like, yes, you do for damage, but like, do you want it for survivability? Because that's stamina. It's 1,251 stamina. I have to make Spore Cloak tomorrow if I just do 100. Dude, I need to try it, man. I need to make a Spore Cloak as well. I need to find like a guy that can craft it if I want to play VGH. Because I do want to play it. It's 100k in keys. Spore Cloak? What do you mean? Like 100k heal? I feel like the absorb effect.
Respect.
It's really good.
Lights go left. Breath goes toward bomb.
That's really bad. Or not? Or maybe that's the first breath? Is that the first breath or was the second breath?
Hellstone.
That was the... Okay, I got confused, man. I got entirely confused. For some reason, I thought that was like the second breath.
Get back together.
And I messed it up, but we didn't. Who died?
Died. Jump off.
Yeah, dead. I agree.
That breath was fucky.
First breath was apparently fine. Just said the wrong one. There's a pure DPS build where you can ignore all of the crucial defenses, but it pumps them on real numbers for a tank. I think you would run it maybe as like a third tank of a raid roster, just for like parsing, wouldn't you? Like in a big AoE. I guess not in single target, but like, I don't know. I feel like you would. I guess the question is like, would you be able to do it, but also like remove threat from yourself, just so you could be like a DPS Vengeance Demon Hunter instead of like a tank one? But you would rip aggro so fast. No, the run it in keys 25s. I guess it makes like if you can survive even if with 2 health, I guess you should do it, right? If you can live even by like 2 HP, but you can live it and you'll be fine, you won't die, might as well, right? Go do as much damage as you can, as long as you don't give up survivability. I am surprised though, because like when you go into higher keys, don't you want more tankiness? So I guess you either want this, either more damage to kill through things as fast as possible before they kill you, or more tankiness to just like never die. Because right now, isn't Bear becoming like really, really good because of that? Like Bear is actually pushing. I'm wrong on that.
It's possible that breath, like Dodd's got the line, maybe it shows him when he moved.
Yeah, Bear's doing really good right now.
That's what I was wondering.
Just like a wall.
I've seen it pretty consistently doing that. Sorry, Red, I forgot.
It's on the builds.
Maybe
okay.
If it is a melee, you just wait for the breath. And you quick. 30.
It is not ready.
Push back.
I must get closer. That light is still recharging.
Lines left. If you're a melee, just wait for breath. 8. I'll move. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Beam.
Everyone in this breath. Personal, Hellstone.
Well, I don't have to clear anymore. I've already cleared.
Just watch your feet.
Or somebody decided they wanted me to clear, so they ran into me. Rather.
Lines out.
Beat this bomb so long, more, please.
We're moving. Good. Watch your feet. Careful. Everyone's clearing on this.
Oh, not me. Apparently I am.
Personal, being healing. Doubles did not raise it. He's not.
Trust the bloom.
Too far away.
Bloom not trusted.
Let's shoot death.
Stack high.
Not ideal.
Stack high. Teleport on me.
Diamond.
What the hell?
Phase 2. Breath incoming.
Everybody just under the place. Alright, let's take a look at the build. 0 cheat, 0 CDR on spikes, kick W. So it is into fracture, bomb, and then it goes into the vulnerability. Or frailty? Frailty. I mean, it makes sense though, doesn't it? Oh, I guess you don't go bottom right with the spikes on the bottom right for physical damage reduction, I guess. I don't know, this doesn't seem like super bad though, or not super like troll. Isn't that what people play currently? Hold on, I think it's because of the tier seed. You swapped out a cheat death. Or did you normally I don't know if you committed to cheat death before, did you?
Yeah, like the 3 story.
Yeah, so
Am I wrong?
The best thing you
Probably
can do
wrong.
to mitigate that, as far as I know, the only thing that can
Yeah, I think you just gotta drop cheat death entirely because you don't necessarily need it
the
anymore.
slightest bit of delay.
No, that is the normal build. Hold on, Jake. That is the normal build. Because you kind of want to leverage the whole down in flames, and you have to pick up charred flesh in order to make it happen. Because you're playing around the fiery brand. That makes sense. You're not going to cheat death.
I think when like
yeah,
we were doing it,
that's the build that I was running literally the other day on my Demon Hunter. That makes sense. That's not that new. That's like some new build for damage. It's just like to leverage the tier set. Because you have so much uptime on your brand. It helps a ton. It's a free meta spikes. You don't really need it though, because okay, again, you're probably thinking like, what? I want my spikes to DR, but like you got brand and you can spread it, right? And if you got the what is it, the weak aura for it, you should be able to control exactly like
versatility.
where it goes.
I just clicked the portal by accident, man.
I don't know, man.
That shit is
Sorry,
so
man.
cursed. I hate midgets.
Say midgets?
Mages.
Oh.
And then,
We already knew he hated me, so.
Will, what are you running? Or are you not using
I'm not.
Okay. I'm gonna swap to black then.
You know what they say? I think after that, we're just missing a master.
It's for meta spikes. Yeah. I don't know. It made sense to me to not go cheat death because you need the bottom right to what is it? You need a bottom right capstone in order to leverage a tier set. It just seems way too good.
Right now, the biggest.
And then bottom
DPS
left you have to
increase
go
is
into
like-
a vulnerability and frailty combo
the extra
because it's just way too
versatility
good not to. It's just consistent. Plus, your playstyle is all about generating soul shards. So then when you spend them, usually on cleave or on, what is it? Bomb, spirit bomb. That seems pretty normal. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe like if you're used to cheat death and you're like, I don't know about that. I think it's just the uptime you have. It's just really, really nuts. Especially a brand, like it's a lot higher. You're actually safer than ever. Like the only reason you needed cheat death is because like you needed a cheat death because you were just taking damage otherwise. And if that makes any sense. Did dots go full avoidance? I probably should have went avoidance, showing by. Yeah, graceful avoidance. Avoidance. I probably should go avoidance. How much damage am I taking all night? Can I just do damage taken maybe? Damage taken by
I am back.
damage taken. Yeah, I guess I do take a little bit more damage than he does. From Echo and Howl. Is that AoE?
God and Josh.
Gucci.
31.
I'm good.
43. Yeah, what the hell? Okay, maybe I should go avoidance. That seems like the play. Oh no, dude. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't really seem like a new build, Jake. I'm pretty sure that's what I was running on my Demon Hunter already, but I can double check tomorrow. I do want to play Demon Hunter though. It's really, really fun.
Pizza, okay.
I love how aggressive it is.
Peter, hit ready. Quick recovery. Long walk off the short line.
Res feet, don't worry, guys.
I'm out of range.
Just die, dude.
This is the kill euro.
Look at that, we're all dead on my screen. Looks like the kill.
At least some of the dead, right?
Hey, I'm sorry.
What the hell, Peter, man?
That was the kill, man.
That was the kill.
Always the flakiest of the apostles.
Tried playing your tune for you, but I don't know your keybind.
I'll tell you what, dude. Automatic Jack would have never done that shit.
Wow. Actually
Pay.
toxic.
He's got a point.
Automatic Jack is pretty depressed from what I can see on his Twitter.
Which is the first talent of Capstone Gates
Putting
counted.
in.
It's just the first talent of the Capstone talent.
The fucking tragedy post every fucking day.
You don't need the bottom right. Bottom right only for the extra charge. But the extra charge is so good because of the uptime, though.
That guy's annoying.
And like, if you're not gonna take it, but you are gonna go down into charred remains, though,
Dude,
you might
he's
as well
annoying to
grab
fucking
it, right?
Like, if you read what he's fucking saying,
Just
oh
having
my
like
God, he just cries when he
things
says
that you can rotate, I think lets you make sure there's no gaps in between
No,
your
it's fucking
defensive man.
recommended, dude. It just pops up on my feed because fucking Elon Musk fucked up
Change your
Twitter.
feed to show who you follow. Go and get Validity and Amaranth.
You guys use Twitter?
If you see Equinox tweet, just ask if he's got an emotional attachment to whatever he's tweeting about, and he'll probably block you.
That dude's got issues.
If JB didn't tweet it, I don't care.
Do you like his chest hair?
It's the best part.
I think at the end of the day, Jack is just depressed because his name is not Pate.
Exactly.
Who the fuck is Pate?
It's
French for feet. You can't read any of his fucking tweets.
It's Bobby Akake's French roommate.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they were running before. Yeah, I mean,
I hate Bobby.
what? You want to run the chard? I feel like you would totally run chard. I don't know, Jake. I was running the one with the chard remains pretty early.
We gotta fucking listen to this guy.
Even with all the set.
I feel like this raid
There's like
it's missing something. We need Chiro-G.
Maybe I'm weird like that. Maybe I ran the wrong talent at start time. So then maybe it's me doing something weird. But it just felt like more sense.
Eating bombs. Plenty over.
If you're gonna be going for like a heavy brand build.
I'm having such a fun time, Euro.
Imagine just not being
Breath 2 being this. Lines out.
What's that lady doing? There we go.
It's a heat bubbles. Oh, it's bug.
RBG.
Lines out.
You know what Alanis Morissette?
Baiting bombs. Moving. Watch your feet.
I cannot drink more this time. I cannot use
I'm gonna have to soak here.
Being a line. These personals.
I must get closer.
Watch your feet.
Yeah, at least I got the soak. This is good. The hell? Good deaths.
Reset.
So many deaths.
You can try this stuff.
Seems like a reset.
Stack high. Teleport
Oh, that's hot, dude.
so that'd be
hard off that.
What the hell?
What the fuck?
What is this port?
Find him.
That's fine.
What the? Who did that?
Oh, that was me. I was just getting my shit and running off.
Phase 2.
I jumped off.
I didn't hear no bell. I didn't hear no bell. Okay.
Ellie talked about some like clock shit. You said like 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock or something.
I think it's like 12, 4, and 6.
I think that might be right. So that time I just like tried facing
12,
left.
like 12, 4, and 7. 7.
Okay, yeah. So that time I didn't face left off the platform. I faced the boss side and forward left. I definitely had one. I didn't have anywhere near.
It's just the first talent of the capstone. Okay.
Far behind and one far to the right. So I think that might actually work.
Like at 4 weeks in.
Yeah, I've been like looking off the platform when we drop the shit, like to go in, and I just like strafe to the right, and I've generally been okay.
I don't know, man. I was running the oh yeah, wrong place. Wrong spot. I was running forward. Ah!
God damn it, Zuckles.
What the?
Your message, man.
Fuck it off, fuck it off.
I was doing the same thing, man. He tried to save me, but couldn't save Zuckles.
Yeah, I was behind you, man.
I forgot he knocks you back. Mr. Dell, you think how much time needed for 1 through 70 with the XP buff 50%? So you get the 50% XP buff. That's fairly quickly. You can grind that as a healer or a tank through BFA dungeons if you wanted to. Warlord dungeons are fine. Any one of the newer dungeons usually are easiest. I would avoid Legion dungeons, but if you're doing BFA, fast. Just grind them out. That or just quest through zones. Another thing you can do is also do Legion invasions. I would unlock the zone of Legion whenever that's available. When Legion evasion is up, when you participate in the Legion invasion, you get a lot of XP just for finish it up.
Wait, you just said pumpkin.
Peanut butter one I had this
Is
one
that
time.
even real? I don't even know.
Bro, the
Also,
peanut
you
butter one
can.
goes so hard.
So you have that, right? So that will give you a couple of levels every single time you do it in between the dungeons. So that'll be pretty good. You could quest if you wanted to. I think you could probably do it in like a handful of hours, especially if you do like
Mega stuff.
all of the
I have to be the
areas
Mega stuff.
around
Like, I
Orgrimmar
like it,
and
but, like,
Stormwind.
it's
Stuff
a
that's
little
like
too much at times.
where the quest locations are planned out around you not having a flying mount. Especially if you can unlock it as early as possible, you fly mount as soon as you can. If you can get that as soon as possible, that'll help you get around and start getting all these quests done very, very, very quickly.
Billy's a child.
You'll get through it fast. Or you go with Warlord's General. You can quest through that too. A lot of the early zones of Warlord's General are really clumped together in between treasures and between rares that you can kill there too. That could also be really, really good.
No, I eat mine raw.
BFA, I guess you could do that too if you wanted to. I think that should be fairly quick. But I think doing like some of the classic areas and some of the more cramped areas will probably be quicker. That or dungeons. Imagine
like how do you stick a fork?
if you're really trying to speedrun it,
dude, like a fucking
maybe like a
champ,
couple of
man.
hours, from 1 through
Maybe
60. 60 to 70, I would say maybe like it'll be like a level of dungeon a little bit more than that. So 2 hours at least. I want to say like 4 hours maybe, 5 hours. Like if you're trying to go fast, but not quite speed run, doing some of all the cheesy things in order to speed. Maybe you can do it even faster than that for all you know, dude.
A lot of the damage is getting.
It's been a while since I really got to like try to speed run leveling, or at least attempt to.
Some people have like 30 hits of the.
But it's going to be quick, because especially at lower levels, you can also take advantage of the Warlord's General, Battle for Azeroth potions. Those faction potions that give you a 10% extra XP. Those are really good. So overall, 60% overall XP, plus rested XP, plus heirloom gear, so it means you don't have to replace your items that much. Especially if you have a lot of rested XP stocked up. The first few levels you'll get through are really quick. Ridiculously quick. I'd say a couple of hours to get through 1 through 60, and then maybe like an extra hour and a half to 2 hours from 60 to 70 if you just time walking dungeon spamming, which should be fast, like ridiculously quick. So maybe like what, 4 or 5 hours, maybe if you're really trying to do it in one single sit down per character. If you're really grinding, I guess.
Your feet.
There used to be other things people did, like Karazhan for XP and stuff, but like I don't think that's any good anymore. I think right now is just like the fastest way just to do like zones.
Everyone's clearing on this disintegrate. Be in front of them. Watch your feet, be in the way. Good, take gate. Put them on moon.
Stack high. Stack high. Teleport on you.
Be on diamond in 4. Be on diamond. Stop tight.
That was
Perfect.
beautiful.
Not for me, it wasn't.
5, 4.
You couldn't get better stacks than that, is I don't know.
It was perfectly placed over top of my circle.
Yeah.
100% of it being covered.
Drink more this time.
Balls on the edge. First set of bombs coming. Comes down. 2's down. Get ready for a duress. Be quick. Sully.
Spelling in 3, 2, 1.
I must get closer.
Get ready for second breath.
It isn't ready.
Focus on getting the kicks and stuff on these guys. It's the harder one.
Can you cap this set, Eller?
Circles on them. Good. This duress. Gateway is down.
Watch the void circle.
Get ready. Sunny.
3, 2, 1.
Gate. Get ready for bombs. This will be locks. Bomb 1 down. 2 down. It's breath. Good. Fine. Focus on these ads. Duress coming. Make sure.
Say we use, yeah, that's where we need something.
Breath going like more towards next.
Oh man, my damage sucks.
That breath is on where it was.
TBC Vanilla is the best because of the amount of quests inside of the dungeons usually what to do. No, well, yes, actually. If you are going to do dungeons, yes, TBC, Vanilla, Wrath dungeons are great because of the quests in there. So I would do maybe like walking around and like around Stormwind, around Orgrimmar, like zones around those areas. That or like Boralis, Zuldazar, doing quests there. Wild queued for like TBC dungeons maybe. But also I would unlock Legion as well, just for like the invasions, because invasions are huge. And I think you can do in BFA is when there's a BFA invasion, you can do that for XP, and also it gives you bonus XP on top of it as well. So as long as you're hanging out in the BFA zones, that also can give you 10% more XP. That can do really good. Let's see, thank you for answering, Dal. Thinking about making an alt? Yeah, now would be the perfect time to do it, my guy. I'll probably have a video on like how to maximize XP whenever that event comes out. My routing is get level 10 Watt till Garrison, Stone back, Swamp, and TBC Vanilla timeline, Gary, Hearthstone, and then Q TBC Vanilla dungeons. While doing for Frostfire and Gorgrond. And then if I'm still not at max level by the time I end Gorgrond, I got a high mountain and Valshara due to how dense and fast they are.
Drop, I'm just like hard moving here. It's like extra far than we need to move, but it guarantees 1 drops on me, 1 drops here, and then I just move in, grab my shit, and then the last one is always here.
That's actually a really good idea, Jake. I might try that out.
That time just, I mean, we did really well. Those drops were good. It was just really unlucky. I got 100% of my
That's why I'm doing the big
cover.
move. If you do the big move, just it physically can't drop there.
So you're looking at where Sarkareth goes to.
Correct.
At the transition and then moving in a straight line towards
Straight line. I'm just hauling ass out to here, and it guarantees I get a drop on me, 1 behind it that's close but never in, and then I move to diamond, get my shit, and then my last one again is like always.
I face this way, and as soon as they drop, I do this. So this is exactly where I am already. Just like I said.
I wouldn't use like a fucking movement ability because it's probably registering where you're pressing your movement ability as opposed to where your character is.
I mean, realistically, if it's going directly in front of you and then out at angles behind you, just walk straight forward. towards diamond, and you're good.
Going back to Legion Zone was so much fun, so many good memories. Yeah.
And if it is ever
For
cursed,
sure.
you can always like turn your character around.
For
and, like,
sure.
ST, nudge yourself into it.
The zones are good. The
I
dungeons
had
are a little bit
unbelievably
tougher,
cursed
actually.
ones that I've never
The
fallen
dungeons
for.
still have like tank buster mechanics. It's kind of nutty.
Register's pretty quick.
They're not as
Like,
tough as they were like leveling through them in BFA or something or in
Like,
Shadowlands.
good
Because they fixed some of them, but like they're still kind of like, as a tank, they'll test your tankiness.
2, 1. Bowman coming. AOE incoming.
Getting better. Getting through P1 alive.
Making burst.
Push. Lines to the left. Breath on. Bomb.
Breath incoming. Bowman coming.
Moving.
I must get closer.
Breath 2, everyone be in it. Z.
That item is still recharging.
I didn't get hit. That's bad.
Heads out.
I'm bad at the game.
Keep watching your feet.
Next fire, I gotta get hit by it.
Creating bombs, get stacked.
Breath
Moving.
Okay.
Your personals are reset.
Heads out.
Is still recharging. I cannot drink more this time.
Edge. To the edge.
I just didn't know. Everyone's clearing this. Make sure you're in a line. Big ray damage. Watch your feet.
We lived.
Good. Take 8.
Nice. We actually lived. Wow.
Shit.
Wait, maybe Prague? Actual CP3 again?
Stack high. Teleport.
They did once.
Diamond and 3.
Oh, that is so toxic.
On diamond.
That is so toxic. Look at this. Ugh. If I touch any one of these things, it just sends me down, dude. Down the drain.
Yeah. 5
4,
seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Come up. Range bait.
Man, that just... Timing that.
Move.
That's
Balls.
something.
Now do your balls. We have bombs coming.
Watch your step. Bowman coming.
Bomb 1 down. Bomb 2 down. First duress coming. Be quick. One combo.
3, 2, 1.
I must get closer.
Bait X for breath.
That item is still recharging.
Breath incoming.
Move. Melee put your balls. Yep.
Watch your step. Interrupt 1.
Focus on those ads. Make sure you get kicks.
Interrupt 2.
Gateway's down for duress, and then we have bomb set 2.
Interrupt 3.
Spelling in 3, 2, 1.
Take gate.
Interrupt 4.
Bomb set is locked.
Maybe that's worth stepping to.
Interrupt
Maybe that's
5.
okay.
Bomb 1 down. Bomb 2 down. Watch breath. It's perfect. Just stay alive. Just make sure you get stun on these ads.
Interrupt 1.
That item is still recharging.
The tank is going to be going down soon. Finish off these ads. We have duress coming.
Interrupt
Whoa.
3. Stack high.
Is that a bomb? It might have been a bomb.
Screams got off.
Oh, screams, yeah. Oh, man. This
so
made
close to
the
a 4.
Argus question
Do we
doable while
wanna
leveling. Like,
try
have they
something
allowed
to
Star Mark to be
call
done
all
past
the
level
CC there?
35? Oh, that'd be cool, yeah, because I remember Argus was pretty good for, like, catching up alts. Like,
Nope,
if you were
'cause we're
lower
doing
level,
downstairs with
you could go to the new zones and, like, catch up
I
a little
mean,
bit.
I can't
We
hit
could
I remember,
have
like, what,
there.
level
Could that be
60?
really fast?
Not 60.
We
It was,
had
like,
kept them.
120 was Legion level. I think like 118, 116 or something. You could go to the new zone of
Make it
Argus
longer, bro.
and actually squeak out a
You
couple
know
of
what
levels.
class is really
Or you
OP
could
for
do it
this
at like
fight for
lower
stock?
level and like
Enhanced.
what am I trying to say? Like below
Yeah, we
level,
know.
Yeah,
bit
under
lower
some
120, you
purpose
could go and
set
join
and
some
on the cap
events
totem.
in the zone to get XP
Yeah,
or
you know,
something.
Arrest
I forgot what it was.
One too, right?
I think somebody figured out like, oh, you actually get a lot of XP if you do this thing.
Yeah,
So we would just
healing,
like
man.
log on
He can't
and
get
all
that.
do this activity, get a bunch of
Staff
XP,
hub is not.
relog to another character,
Yeah.
or something.
Get in range at times.
And people would just level through
I
events.
remember Liquid complaining about
Legion Invasion,
knocking
pop off, go
with
do that.
dragons 'cause it would
Argus
knock them
thing,
out of
go
the
there,
healing
do
of
that.
bullshit.
Do it, get a bunch of XP.
I'm just saying our best bet here
Outside of
is,
that, you would just do like mission
play
tables
on, you know?
from your phone.
Matter if they're knocked after they get their initial clear.
Staff, would it possibly be better to go oppressing roar over protracted talons so then you can extend our CCs?
Oh, that's a good question.
Thank you.
I just need to stand in melee and knock those up there. We should take care of them.
Does he need to rescue anything? Because you could swap rescue for oppressing, and that'll do it too.
Especially if you pair it with the cap totem.
And again, we have a fucking sweep for one. We have Chaos Nova. We have Shadow Fury.
Which one? Which set can unlock Shadow Fury?
If we want to, we can have. Well, yeah, lock should be up, right? With that bomb set, or no? In the last
When
set?
you guys wiped, we were still downstairs.
Correct.
We had probably about
If
4 or
we
5
have
seconds.
staff go down and instead of one of the warlocks, would that be better?
Yeah, I can if we need.
Probably be better.
Well, you can do that.
Mission Light tables
Josh,
will
you
Legion were the
remade.
best. I didn't get why they changed it so drastically after.
Paper, scissors?
I
How about
think they
slash
wanted
roll?
to like pull
Slash roll,
back
okay.
on them,
Higher or lower?
Shadow
and
Fury
then they
the one
wanted
that
to make it
never
more
happened.
like a activity of its own back in SL.
Alright.
You know, I think
what does
I
that mean?
commend them
I'm
for
staying up?
trying to do something
Yeah.
different with mission
Alright,
tables and SL. It was an okay idea, honestly. Like if they made something more fun out of it, like its own mini game, I would have been okay with it. They gave it the
So
best
with my
shot.
Shadow
It
Fury
kind of
on
worked
that
for a
second
little bit,
set, where
and then they
exactly
kind of got
on
rid
that
of them.
second set do you want it?
I think it's perfectly
That
fine for
was
them to try new stuff, honestly.
No, we need it on the third set.
set
Like I wouldn't want them for them to just like
Well, they
never
can't
try
take
new
this
stuff.
because
What's
they're
up, Kraken?
down
How you doing, man, dude? We're in Sark. Seen
Who's
P3
Stell?
once. Trying to see if we can get back to it.
Sorry, it's not listening at all.
Actually, progging. I like them in SL, but fucker from
We'll have
Legion. The Legion was just
So do you want
simplified
it
mission tables,
initially
man. You
on
know what I
set
mean?
3?
Just simple mission tables.
On the
They were
cast,
good.
not just randomly.
Yeah. Is one enough?
No.
So what are we doing for the next one?
That means Eller's cap would have to be the next one, right?
They're almost.
I think at the end of the day, people didn't really like mission
Acid, did
tables
you
that
also
much.
call
Like
it
they're
on
just
Not only
like
that,
a busy
but
work,
not
and
only that,
especially if
but
you made it
the
mandatory,
back
like
up.
it was. Oh,
It's the first one that is the problem.
I didn't like the time getting they did in Legion. Like I will stand by that. I did not think the time getting of
Would be ideal.
quest with mission tables was a good idea.
I'll be
You know what I mean?
to knock them off.
That shouldn't have been a thing from the
Acid,
get-go.
can you give me, like, a
You want to get
3-second warning?
bonuses?
It's
Fine.
just
But like you
go
needed
with
to do
the
AP and gear out your
plus
dudes, and
bind on
then
it, too, in
give
case
them all
there's
the
a knock and
augments, all the
movement and
bonuses, all that
stuff.
stuff, and
Not gonna
just
lie, I
not
have a
work,
hard
man.
time seeing the cast on those ads.
Having to get
from
mythic
range
gear from
POV.
them and
I'd
WAD,
just
dude,
make
no,
your
no,
shot
no,
be
no, yeah,
like a
WAD was that was a
focus
mistake.
button, you know?
My twin got mythic gear from those, and he was like, that's what made him quit. He was like, this is just ridiculous.
Let's
Yo,
see
can
if
we get a Hassel Kraken for the Dona, my man? Thank you so much, my guy. I hope you're having a good one. How you doing, by the way, man? Big excited. Have you seen them 10.1.5 changes on PTR? They're looking kind of good, man. Brewmaster, Frost Mage, all
Is this
looking real, real good.
That last one?
53 or something.
Okay. Jake.
That's not good, dude.
Cash money.
Most certainly not cash money.
Turn it around. Go the other way.
Push.
Mage.
Yeesh.
Quick reset.
Yeah.
Definitely a resetting spaghetti.
Did somebody gate like ult for early?
It looked like it.
There we go. Doing great. Waiting on the removal of Runa Power. Bro, cannot wait for that. One of the best changes ever. Literally the best change in the game since like its
Fucking mages,
inception.
man. Rune and Prog.
Tried mage for lots of days. I'm arcade for life after that. bro, it's gonna be so good. No
I
longer
did hear
tied
the
to a
phrase,
rune.
all of our good mages have been taken.
Oh, it's also gonna make the whole like rotational go that they do with the carry-in, right? It's gonna be great.
Blink terrorist.
I know.
Forget about Noir, man.
Oh yes, we must not forget.
Yeah, Noir is our savior.
Hold on, I'm gonna text Simon Lou and tell him to come there.
Oh my god, you gonna bring logos back?
Yo, Trollmorph was goated. What's that guy? Hold on, I'm gonna message Trollmorph right now.
Man, 437 out of mobile, got the stats all proper and could do more than 58k overall. Nice, man.
I got you.
Hell
Where's
yeah.
he rating now?
You get your tier set by the way? Because I started to get some pieces of tier myself. I got 2 set on my mage.
No, he's
Had
not
the
there.
rotation
Oh,
up
he
on the
didn't go.
screen and everything. Yo, dude.
Yeah, but
The
the one
goals you have to
It
do
was
as
that nerf,
arcane
but then
right
he
now.
hated it.
There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot happening. I see I mean you see I mean mage and what? I'm mentally and physically tied to Maroon. Bro, you just gotta like pretend like you're pressing it, you know, just pretend that whenever you press like your curing ability, rune just automatically drops. Just pretend. It's just such a
It smells like a 4.
I don't know, man. Is it fair to say I hate rune and I think it's not a great ability? It is not a good idea to tie mages to a little patch of the ground. Like, don't get me wrong, if you like the complexity that rune adds and the payoff that it has, that's great. We've had rune for a good while, but man, does it feel good to just like not be tied to that thing anymore and not having to play around it. We just one less global taken out. Let you focus on like the gameplay that you have as is, you know? What takes it? Okay, mage. Yeah, dude. It's pretty good for that. This thing, if you execute like a combo perfectly, you do all the damage in the world. All the damage in the world.
That item is still recharging.
Push.
Like I tried fire a little bit, I tried frost. Like
Mine's
frost
left,
in
if you're
10.15
managed to wait for
maybe.
breath bait.
That'll be like a playstyle that I could enjoy because they're really doing some good stuff with it. But like I like arcane so much,
Range,
man.
get ready.
It's just so difficult for me to like
15.
not play summon. That was a
Breath
cheat
2.
death and warlock hellstone.
Breath 2 coming
I don't
up,
understand,
be in it.
man. Guess maybe I just got unlucky. I didn't get any rolls or kills.
Lines out. Watch your feet. Baiting bombs. Be along the edge. We're moving. Good.
This next process is really important.
Personal
It's out.
set.
Watch your feet.
On the edge.
Get stacked. Everyone in disintegrate.
That item is still
Love this. We'll get them up. Watch your feet. Breathe
A lot of us are dead, and I think it's go again.
It's a good ABC.
Because man, second place all this, yeah. Yeah, with how much you have to like hard cast everything. For sure, man, for sure. I guess you got Shimmer and maybe like what the glacial, not glacial advance, ice flows, but like I don't know. Try to hit over 450k ST burst seems to be my cap right now, bro. That's so fun. That's one of those classes that can really like hit a really high peak, peaks and valleys, man. Some classes are fun like that. I just can't really get it into them as easily. A lot of the classes I play is it's like there's some peaks, but not huge peaks and valleys, but like very very sustainy from a lot of the playstyles that I play. But Arcane, man, that's fun. That's definitely one of those like peaks and valleys. It's just super. It feels so good because it's like it feels like the more cleanly I play my rotation, right? The more the peaks are gonna be. It's just there's so much haptic feedback to it. Whereas like Outlaw, sometimes like I roll good buffs and I'll go through my rotation. I'm doing all the numbers. Sometimes not really doing that much either. It's just a little bit of RNG. But that one is like the better you play, the better you do, and I love that. Yeah, change my main arcane into PM Hunter. It's such a different as Beastmaster. I can walk around the stage doing DPS, but on arcane it's so hard to stay on the runes and do the mechanics. You really have to pre-plan a lot of your movement. Like our arcane mages right now, like they're doing pretty good, right? Damage-wise.
When it hit me.
You're doing fantastic right now.
Yeah.
You're blasting.
See shit under my fucking darkness.
500,000 arcane blast head. 1 million with touch of the match eye. Or up to 1 million at least. That's so good, man. Gonna just see Flex. One of the better arcane mages in the world. Play in person, raiding with him is a pretty insane experience.
They juice on the floor every 8 seconds.
Yeah, I mean it's just like it takes a lot of practice to get good at it. I was gonna main sub rogue again, but seeing arcane mage burst and delete the first boss on under 14, 36 seconds had to change it, man. Dude, it's so much power. Like you just gotta give it a try, man. Some people can handle that power.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Momentum.
Take.
I messed up there. My go's gonna be a little scuffed. I'm just sad about that.
Push. Lines left, melee wait. Make this breath.
Breath incoming.
Good.
Bomb incoming.
Ranged are moving. Be in this breath, use Hellstone, personal. Beat. Ranger baiting bombs.
Is it
Close
parrying
to the
me?
outside.
From that angle?
Moving.
What? That's actually so
Double stack.
awful.
Personals are reset.
Lines out. Watch your feet. And we're baiting bombs. Be on the outside. Good. Yeah, I like those baits a lot. You wait just a little bit. Those ones. Everyone's clearing on this. Be in a line. Be in 2. Watch your feet in this. Stay alive.
It is not ready.
Take gate. Focus up. Let's go. On move.
Stack high.
I'll try to see if we can plan these
Teleport on you.
over on the
Diamond
moon.
and 4. Be on
I'm basically
diamond.
gonna be on diamond. I could run around, collect a couple of these little astral flares. Felt like haste is a good stat for me, really.
6 seconds.
4, 3, 2.
Phase 2.
Ranger baiting.
Breath incoming.
I cannot drink more this time.
Melee duty pulls.
Watch your step.
First set of bombs are coming.
Bomb incoming.
1 down. 2 down. Pump. First duress. Sani.
3, 2, 1.
Good. Stay alive. Reposition for second breath.
Tanks are dead. This could kind of work.
Breath incoming.
Could actually kind of work.
Gate is down. Pulls. Watch your kicks. Bueno.
Interrupt 2.
This duress, you're gonna lock it right back into circles.
3, 2, 1.
Stack high.
Take the new lock gate. Good.
Stack high. I'm dead. I had too many stacks. That's my fault. That's entirely my fault. My competition is my old group of Red Paladin. That's an age. Dude, Paladin's pipe right now. They're really, really good.
Was that the second cast that went
I
on?
think like some Roger Brown who called out the fact that on top, I was on top of some of the Echo boys in the earlier fight of my luck. Oh yeah, dude. Is it gonna? Yeah, red pallies, man, they're real good right now. Am I kicking? I am. Second one. Okay, cool.
Is it the?
I remember it.
Is the core the issue that the first two are still like a little too far forward and not near the edge of the end of the breath thingy?
Or am I just always second?
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
I guess I'm second ad then, yeah, because I'm on the list. I'm gonna assume I'm doing second ad.
Doesn't like a range. It's
40
too
minutes
close,
till
right?
vault opens, 13 till open, dude. It was so fun opening up all the vaults for my alts today. I actually had such a good time with it, man. Just anticipation of like how much gear am I gonna be able to get. Honestly, everybody got some kind of an upgrade, which was really cool to see. And then lots of tier, man. 4 sets for the Evoker, the Shiny. What else? 2 set for a bunch of tunes. And hopefully I'll be able to get a couple more raid runs, maybe like normal raid runs done in my free time. If I can get decent enough groups over the weekend or something. I don't know which character I'm going to focus on though.
Proximity being too close
Either
to the
my
boss
hunter
caused that
or my priest,
possible.
just to make sure I get a character up and running. I was going to do one of the two. Or should I just do my shaman? I feel like I think got quite a bit of gear. Like 430 on the Evoker, 435 on the Chamois. Because either one I'd work on, maybe like I could just get a bunch of crafted gear for 47s.
I do not have a target.
Or 441s rather. Oh, I guess a 447 crafted.
You ready? Take.
I was thinking to a hunter though.
Push.
Yeah, it just would be a good time to play survival.
Watch your feet. Lines left. Melee weight. Faithless breath.
That's a weird bait.
Moving.
I got hit by something though.
Be in this breath. Use a healthstone. Personal. Watch your feet. And ranger baiting bombs. Together. Moving. Stutter step.
Personals are reset.
Target you.
Use
Lines
your 3
out.
minutes too.
Baiting bombs. Stutter. Stutter. Easier. Everyone in the disintegrate.
It is not ready.
Use personal. In the link. Watch your feet. Big damage. Good. Take gate. Put them on moon.
Working the Vengeance. Oh yeah, Vengeance too. That's another good one. Yeah.
Diamond
Somebody
4,
fall off.
Super
I swear I saw somebody fall off.
The on diamond. Good.
Maybe I imagined it. Yeah, Vengeance would actually be another good one. My question is, would I even be able to like tank any of the dungeon raids, I guess, or to like try to gear as
Baiting
Vengeance?
breath. Okay.
Or would I just do him as Havoc, I guess? Probably as Havoc.
Goes on the tip. First set of bombs are coming out. Bomb 1 down. Bomb 2.
That item is still recharging.
Duress is coming. Do it quick.
3, 2, 1.
I must get closer. It is not ready.
Be on X for breath. Barely do circles properly. Make sure we are getting the kicks based on this piece.
Watch interrupt 1.
Res over.
I can arc if you want it.
Interrupt 2.
Good dress 2, gateway is down.
Interrupt 3.
2, 1.
Too far away.
Okay.
Interrupt 4.
Beating bombs.
Interrupt
One
5.
staff and
Breath incoming.
Josh.
I cannot drink more this time.
At that point, that thing had to be dead.
Watch your step.
Then I think this is where we just kill the
That
ads.
resurrection potion?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think we had people dying at that point. We got the damage though. Outlay is good spec. It's kind of surprisingly, it is actually pretty good for this raid tier. Genesis. Did I get a raid Genesis? Yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty good on single target. Like if you want a spec that focuses on pure boss damage and can cleave ads for free, Outlay is pretty good for that right now. Like at least pure single target situation, it's not terrible as long as they have like decent enough buffs. But they play the ambush or like they keep it rolling build. We're not great on AoE though. AoE cleave spec, or historically what is an AoE cleave spec, isn't great at AoE, but it can do single target, which is weird. I think subtlety is probably the more well-rounded spec, but Owl is definitely not bad.
Yeah, it was the second.
Definitely not a terrible right now. It's like in general, Rogue isn't even top tier either. But
so what's second set CC?
It's pretty decent. It works.
Bill.
That's what I typed earlier.
Or not Bill.
A raid fairly easy to tank. Only boss you probably have problems with is Rashog because of taunt swapping with pugs. Yeah, I don't even know if I'd want to do that. You know, I'd probably would play Havoc then. Get whatever gear I can. Yeah.
If you use it on the first set, you'll have it on the third set again because it's a minute apart. So that's why that's set up that way, and then I'd have Shadow Fury into cap, and then sweep into Nova.
Because I like tanking, but the only tanking I do is in dungeons where you don't have to do target swaps or tank swaps. So I don't really know like what you really do as a tank. Although I probably could learn. Going Havoc is probably much easier though. I just don't think I have the gear for that at that point though. I don't think I have it in the moment. Although there's probably like, if I could look up like exactly what you're gonna swap on, more or less, that should be okay. Maybe.
I'm ready, whatever.
Okay. I'm sure if I did it a couple times, I'd get a bit general idea for it.
Just remember the CCs.
I require a
see them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bomb incoming. AoE incoming.
The
It is not ready.
Nothing better.
push. Watch your feet.
I cannot use
Lines left. Once you're melee, just wait for bait.
Breath incoming.
Very good.
Bomb
Range
incoming.
baiting.
I got beamed there for a
Stutter.
second.
Stutter. Good.
Breath incoming.
Everyone in this breath.
I cannot use that.
Hellstone.
Target you.
Lines out. Watch your feet.
I cannot use that.
We are baiting.
Bomb
Get ready to stutter.
No
Wait.
Breath incoming.
Go.
That item is still recharging.
It's out.
I'm out of
Watch
range.
your feet.
We're baiting. Watch your
That's a
feet.
bomb. Weird bomb bait.
It is not ready. I cannot drink more this time. That item is still recharging.
Here.
Yeah, we don't have our CCs.
We're just jumpers. Just jumpers. Dude, my eyes have been burning for the last few days, man. It's been kind of rough. It's just like, I think it's just lack of sleep, man. Like really bad lack of sleep. How do I do good damage as Outlaw playing it as my twink? Well, what level is your twink? Because Rogue is one of those classes, like at least for PvP, you don't really start to get like super strong until a certain level. The more gear you get, the more talents you get, the easier it becomes to play it, really. I guess it depends, yeah. What level are you twinking at? So I can kind of more or less see what talents you can run with. I don't really know what you're working with, though. I opened my email, found out I finish uni next week, out till October. Let's go, dude. Hell yeah. That's awesome. You got any plans for the summer, for the break? That's awesome. Till October? Man, what is it? When I went to uni, we got off like very early June and came back like was it early August? I don't remember. It's one of those. It's either one of the years because I went to two universities. I did a community college and then like an actual uni.
Quick bio.
It's nap time. I don't remember which one it was, but one of them had like really bad, like very limited window of like a break. It was like beginning of June, and as soon as like 1st of August we came back, and it just felt so short. I don't remember which one it was.
That
you have a full WoW with the plans? Hell yeah.
For that listing acid for the null glimmers, even marking on ours? Good talk.
But yeah, Stefan, depending on what kind of build you got going on, what level are you at, my guy? Okay. Lagging? Are we good? Chat, are we good or are we lagging? Because I just lost, I just dropped like 300 frames. I don't know if that's a lot. Are we back, boys, or are we, Okay, good. Awesome. Yeah, I have no idea. Just kind of looked over and I just saw everything going like... There's a little square indicator at the bottom right of OBS that kind of tells you like whether you're good, whether you're not. Usually it's green, which means everything is peachy. Yellow means like turbulence, usually like when it comes to internet. Red means you're cut out. So I looked over, just red, yellow, green. Just switch really quickly. I have no idea. Good now? Awesome, awesome. But yeah, Stefan, what kind of build you got going on? What kind of level are you at right now? Just so I can get maybe an idea. Because I don't really know if you're going to do good outlet single target damage unless you get like certain talents. But I guess depending on what level you are, maybe I can give you like an idea. What is it? Like after level 10, you just got like what, a class talent, spec talent, and you can just go every level back and forth. I do like that part about leveling a new character though. That's putting the points into levels or into the talents. My favorite part, I only leveled a couple of characters like just with the talents like little by little, putting point and one after the other. Every single time though I've done it, I was like, I had no knowledge of how to play the class ahead of time. So I was like, okay, well, what would be the best for leveling? Movement speed, survivability, or like easy damage stuff, just so you can kill stuff quickly. Have a theory why Dragonfire bomb sims so high. Oh yeah? What's the theory? Target dies within a bomb attack, so deal split damage amongst someone within 10 yards, stores maximum of 3 bombs. Sometimes triggers a flash of inspiration. I'm 90% sure it only sims the death damage it does. So the live damage is 55, but the death damage, you mean like in AoE? Do you mean in AoE it sims the death damage? Or you mean like in single target? Because I guess it would explain it. But even then, like, let's say, but the AoE damage, it splits it. So you're still doing 46,000 or 55 to the guy that's alive. So it's better to use it like on a guy that's healthy. Huh. But maybe that has something to do with it. I forgot that it has like that mechanic of splits if the enemy dies. If a target dies with a bomb attached, it's the split damage to all enemies within 40 yards. Or maybe it's like proccing other things because of that damage that it does, like the AoE. Because instead of one target getting hit by fire damage, it like deals damage to all of them. Maybe little things like Aeronog Ring, for example, right? Diurna's Chosen. Fire damage to a bunch of mobs, maybe? It's like a little bit extra.
Raid. I know we have mems and euros, right?
The rogues and myself.
And yours. Both rogues, oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's Will, me, Dal, Dodge.
We got like 7.
Memnarch, Izzo, and that's it.
Gotcha. So I have a... I have an idea. I don't know if this is right, but maybe merit discussion. All of your beacons are coming off of cooldown, I think, during the second recollection, right? So
They come off right at the end of first recollection. So yeah, you hold for second and just
so
Arsons will be the death of my hand.
Oh yeah, like a blue side platform beacon recollection set. Like after we clear all the little ads and it's just the recollection left, we just have people send it to get that burst of damage on either 2 or 3.
Just had a turn where I had to play 30 minions at over 2 minutes, so I cycled my gold and stats correctly. Actually, PM Hell. Oh, actual Hearthstone. Okay. Yeah, I haven't played Hearthstone in a good while, man. Like a long while.
Realistically.
But it splits the damage, right? So it would be less on the minor recollection.
But there's an increase for each enemy struck.
Yeah. How much is the increase? Is it like substantial?
It's pretty substantial.
Technically it does less to the primary target than if it were to just hit one, but it still does a lot.
Yeah. I guess really all we
really
care about
Battlegrounds.
is
So much more chill, not pay to win.
Does it do the most damage to the recollection if it's just the 2 targets?
If the little ads die quickly, you just blow it to execute the ad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of fucking damage onto that thing.
It would help get through it, for sure.
Yeah, we should plan to do that.
Okay, so hold the trinkets then, and then use it on the second ad when the little guys are down.
If it splits the damage onto the ads, because frequently what's happening is I have like 2 or 3 of them on me when I get the knockback and have to take my tank circle out. So if they're just dead while we're learning, I think it's better.
Right now I'm not running explosive shot. To try and ramp up my single target damage a little bit. I think I'm gonna stick with that. I feel like we have all the tools we need to kill the little ads pretty reliably as long as we just execute correctly on it. I guess we get better over time with that.
Hopefully we're in chat.
But it's an option of something I can do to get a little extra something.
So we're gonna try it a little differently. We're gonna try to see if we can send our big beacons on the second set of ads instead of the at the end of the first set of ads.
Or in this case,
see if that damage can maybe like help us get through them pretty quickly.
Acid, do you see these CCs?
4.
Yeah.
Okay. 2. 1. Bowman coming. AOE incoming.
See? Take.
Uh-oh.
What am I doing?
Push. Lines out. Take breath. Mainly wait. You get it. Take breath. Eating. Stutter.
First farm bait was nice.
What am I doing? Jesus.
Also dying.
I just didn't hit survival.
Hey, bombs. Stutter.
Just the hunter curse.
I literally just hit the wrong fucking key button for my gate. I'm sitting there like, why am I not moving? Because you're hitting my fucking wrong ability.
Watch your feet.
It is immune to taunt, map.
Fearless disintegrate.
I don't think it was the one we AoE though? Oh no, it is. I'm gonna cloak it.
That item is still recharging. Too far away.
Not ideal opener. Or really anything.
Stack high, teleport on me.
Diamond 3. On diamond.
Oh, that is so toxic. Can I do this? Barely. Oh my god, that is toxic. That is so rough.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's gonna get me mad every single time. That's gonna get me. Because I'm just like, hands off, I'm not kicking, we're letting the tank do it, right? Complete trust. Just like, ready? He does the countdown and just like, dead. I put my whole trust in there, man. All of my trust, just all the way. No questions asked. Got another one of the toys up. For like, I don't know, here. I'm gonna try to see if I can get out of the Chihuahua form. Get like a night elf or something, someone who flips. A panda? Oh god, please, please, please. Please, 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 please. Okay, Torin.
Dishonor.
See? Take.
Guess a crit.
Okay. Lines out. Deep breath. Baiting bombs. We're stutter stepping. Be in this breath. Careful. Go. Watch your feet. Stay alive. You're baiting bombs, you can shift. Stutter step this. One's out.
Personals are recent.
Baiting bombs, watch your feet. Right underneath you guys. Stutter. Go.
I started too hard.
Clear on this.
Alright boys, let's get back to like P3 and just see P3 one time, man. You know what I mean? Let's do this. Let's actually play like we've got a brain. Like we're an intellect class, not a dumb agility class.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Breath. Also the tip. Baiting bombs. Get ready. 1 is down. 2 is down. First duress. Dodge.
Spelling in 3, 2, 1.
Bait breath. 2 X.
This is the one where we do our big combo on the ads.
Next set of ads. Get your stuns and kicks, please. Move. Balls on the ads. Get your stuff.
We're trinketing this set.
Interrupt 2.
Duress coming. No gateway.
Spelling in 2, 1.
Interrupt.
Run back. Bomb set would be
Interrupt.
poker and lock. Bait breath to the right.
Just have recollection, please.
Go. Go ahead.
God.
These ads. Let's get to P3.
It's like an auto or something.
Only on the recollection for the bomb.
Stun.
Can't kick it.
Spelling in 2.
Interrupt.
Alright, raid. Get stacked.
No, man. Oh my god. We actually saw
Yeah, but
P3.
you're not
We saw
supposed to
P3,
get it anyways,
boys.
we're
At
supposed
least
to be
I'm dead, but at
Absolutely
least we were
dead.
there
We're
for it.
downstairs. Tank gets the.
We just need to make sure we get
Duress.
healthy there, and then we can actually proc P3. But we're getting past the hardest part, which is P1, which is just like hell at the very beginning. And Beacon does actually go a lot of damage. My god.
Do we want to experiment with some 2 target clue specs? People have the ability to swap on something like that. That might be a change of profile for us. I don't think I can do anything really to affect it too heavily.
We had Zox down, and if he's doing anything similar to what Dasani's doing, I think we're chilling.
Probably.
Yeah, we get 10 stacks there and just nuke that last one pretty hard.
But I don't think you'd play Destro. If anything, I think you'd swap some classes that we have now for ones on the bench.
If we do swap, what do we swap to? Like more evokers maybe for
Clear
cleave?
down that I'm missing anywhere.
Or what do we swap to then?
I'll drop one.
Thank you. After saying we should log dive the combination of P2 boss damage plus the recollection damage.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bowman coming. AOE incoming.
My trigger didn't go off. That's embarrassing.
No confirmed.
I don't think I make that much of a difference between how we're doing the
lines
ads.
out.
But my
Bait
overall is
breath.
going to be bad.
Breath incoming.
Watch out.
Bowman coming.
Better.
This is stream watch in Stanley Cup Finals. How did it go?
Breath incoming.
Vegas won? Let's go. That's your team, yeah? I guess the home team. That's awesome, man.
Lines out.
Yeah, you don't miss much. We just basically, we spend a lot of time in P2 of this fight, which is good. P1 is very, very hectic, but we're not staying in there and living in there forever.
Together,
which
we're
is the
meeting.
important part. We're not hanging around the bad part. We're getting out of there, we get a pulse in P2. We've even seen transition to P3, but haven't seen like a
Lines
clean
out.
one because we're just dead by that. But we are getting our cooldowns and all the stuff worked out, which is important. So we're progressing. Actual prog. We had a very, very realistic like ideas of what this tonight was going to be, and we're meeting those expectations. They're realistic
Bearing on this.
expectations.
Be in a line.
Initial idea was like if we could just CP3 and get a lot of practice in P2, That'll be good. That'll be a success. A large in part. I do need to go avoidance though. I am taking more damage than the other rogue. God's word. So I do need to like swap out my gear a little bit.
Next.
This portal thing is also a little funky at times.
Phase 2.
Fading breath.
That's a little close. I could tell it was a little close.
Interrupt your step.
Circles, we have bombs coming out.
That's not how I want it. So we want to make sure that the boss is far away, closer to the center.
Bomb 1, bomb 2.
And then the range are all the way on the outside, because there's a minimum range that the boss needs in order to be able to target one of the melee and charge to them like that, to fly over to them. And it just wasn't far enough away at all.
1.
Fading breath.
Like right now, you should be far enough away where he'll want to target the ranged. Yep. Needs to be towards the middle in order to be able to even like consider them a target.
Your kicks and stuns.
Interrupt 2.
Dress coming. Be by the gate.
Interrupt 3.
Oh, we can some kicks. I don't know what's scuffle.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
Fading breath. Bombs are coming out.
Yeah, it's my team, baby. After 6 years of being a team 2, broke the record with 7 years to win. Yay, let's go. Let's go, my guy. Oh yeah, that's awesome.
No, we let off a set of cats on the first set, I think.
But yeah, you didn't miss much. We also took a look at some of the class changes coming up in 10.15. Probably going to be taking a closer look at those this evening. We saw there was new assets posted for assets data mined for trading post tokens
at the same time
on PTR. It looks like maybe Blizzard will be adding a way for you to buy trading post tokens. They didn't confirm anything, but there's new assets like new like PNGs of a bunch of like tokens layered on each other and like bundles. So like 100 token, 200, 500, 1,000, 7,000 maybe 1,000 to 1,000. I thought it saw 7,000, but it's probably they're going to be maybe selling them, which I don't know how I feel about it. But no guarantees, not confirmation. There's a new broom, like a witch's broom mount, data mine. No idea what that's going to be all about. Could be an event, could be one of the trading post items. Who knows? Yeah, there's stuff like that, and mostly class changes. Up to 105 next week, dude. They would need to announce it like Thursday or something.
Let me know when you're ready.
Or if anything, they would have to announce it like into like a 2-week notice. I'd love to give them like a less than a 1-week notice though, like because it's just like it's not a new season. But they got mega dungeon, they got class changes. We'll see them. I do hope they give us like more of like an idea or window when this thing will be out. It would be kind of nice to get a new dungeon and stuff like that. Such a good patch. I think it's going to be great. Some of the class changes that they're doing and the new dungeon should be really good. Oh yeah, and also adding more like events, like in-world events. Dragon riding outside of Dragon Isle zones is going to be really wicked. I'm excited for that as well. It's just races, so you can like free fly, but it'll still be really, really fun. Because there's like a new outfit that you can get for doing it.
Take.
So it'll definitely be worth doing in the first place.
Push. What's left? Bait breath.
Remy!
You're welcome, Billy.
Bait bombs, we're stuttering. One of those breath. Personals, Hellstone. Lines out. Watch your feet.
Bowman coming.
Get together. Stutter.
Personals are reset.
Out. Watch your feet. Get together range. Stutter. Everyone's clearing on this. Use personals. Be in a line. Alright, now watch your feet. Annoying.
That's what this guy parries. Ah, no gate, no gate. Ah, run. I guess you don't necessarily need a gate. You could just run over. Just makes it easier just to place everybody in one spot. What is this? That's toxic. How am I supposed to hit it? Okay. If I touch these portals, I go into the twisting nether. And I don't want to go into twisting nether. It is toxic. Ah, tank is dead.
Phase 2.
Okay, maybe we can get a handful of decent pulls here, maybe. No guarantee though.
Watch your step.
I thought they were both there.
Bowman coming.
Bombs coming out. One's down. Two is down. Stress.
Spelling 3, 2, 1.
We gotta tank up at least.
Breath. Balls on the ads.
Watch your interrupt 1.
Dress 2 coming out. This bomb set's gonna have to be Jash and a Hunter.
Cap next.
Spelling 3, 2, 1.
Gate.
Interrupt 4.
Bomb set.
Interrupt
Hunter.
5.
Let's grab one.
Take this.
Baiting breast far.
Breath incoming.
Move.
Somebody kick one on
I'm
the
not
next
take
one,
that.
please.
Oh,
Stack 1. Interrupt 1.
you guys are dead? Was it a bomb? Must have been a bomb, man. Yeah, that's rough. My damage is so bad in this one. 67.5 on a DK, just blast it, try to get for 10 tonight. Honestly, my man, I don't even know if you really need to do it. If you want to just take a break, come back Thursday when they have the XP buff, do a couple of time walkings. You could do it tonight or save it for later and spend tonight like gearing or grinding out any one of your other characters, man.
There for the evening.
And we're done for the night, boys. Honestly, I don't think we did too bad tonight. We definitely do need to improve and try to see if what we can do to get out of P2. But honestly, didn't do too terrible this evening.
Second, third overlap there.
I think we didn't do that bad at all. Not bad whatsoever. I do need to also see if I can finish out my Niffin rep if I can this week. The only time I use the catalyst on my hunter is if I drop a headpiece with a socket. I'm so sad. I mean, what you can do is also use the catalyst for transmog if you wanted to, right? So if you want to get some of the mogs, you could. Unless like that's gonna collide with some of your like gear. That'd be terrible. But yeah. Boys, thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate you. We're done for the night. I need to figure out what I'm doing video wise. I think I do want to go over the new changes. I didn't really get much sleep last night, but I don't think we sleep ever, man. Sleep is for the wicked. We ain't wicked. Not yet, at least. Seeing 100 Mog. I really don't hate it, you know? I don't hate the tier for hunters. Unless you mean like your Mog specifically. Oh, Warlock customization! Oh, they added that too to BTR. I gotta check it out. Oh, there's so many customization options. Void Walker? Oh, there's a couple of them. Succubus, Shivara, okay. Felguard, Wrathguard, Infernal! Yo, they added a fiery... Yo, hold on. You know, this guy is Infernal. What about this boy? Look at that! What about this guy? Why is he here? Is that the tyrant? Is that the tyrant, dude? Hold on, is that the tyrant? Bro, is that the tyrant? I'm sorry? Inferno? Who is this Doom Lord? Who is this bad boy? Supremas, you're back? Oh my god, they got a bunch of imps. I'm not gonna spoil these. You guys are gonna watch my video tomorrow morning, man. Watch my video tomorrow morning when I go over all of them. I'm probably gonna list them all the class changes, because that's a big warlock change, man. The fact that you finally have customizations, I'll probably list them, man. I'll go over everything tomorrow. Man, all right, boys. Thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate you. Dirty, what's up, man? Hey, I think this is We're together, no dear. I don't think we raid together, Pillier. It's weird seeing old names. Oh, from Raid and Rainbows? Yeah. Wait, hold on. Were you the guy that was spamming that? What animal was that thing? 233 dagger back in SL? When people were getting the weapons from 2400? I think. Was that you? Be honest. Because I don't... I'm really bad with names to begin with. Ask anybody in the chat. I don't think you actually raided no deal. I joined in Jaina, towards the end of Jaina. But I think you were already on your way out. We talked really quickly. Who's Supremus? I think it's like a demon. Isn't it? Or the big fiery one, maybe? I need to look. It's probably like TBC boss, isn't it? For all we know. I don't know my demon super well, though. I imagine it's like Sunwell, maybe? Brutalis, Felmist. Is it the Hygel? Casgarel, Asgalor, no. Can't you type in Supremus? Hold on. Supremus. I can! This guy! Oh, he's not Supremus exactly, but he's like... You know what he reminds me of in a way? Hold on, I got a perfect one. Or it's going to be kind of like Jang, but you'll see what I mean. Bam. Wait, bam. Not exactly. Oh, pretty cool, huh? But you forgot about this guy. He was a dude that walked around in circles and you broke his little legs and then he became big immolation man. Pretty cool one, honestly. But yeah, it's like a boss of TBC. I'd be cool if you could do that, honestly, the blue infernal. But that's really neat how you can do the red infernal. It's kind of like close to OG. I like it though, man. I gotta peep that some more. Alrighty, boys. I'm actually going for the night. I gotta get work done, dude. I want to get my Nif and stuff done, but I think I'm just gonna have to get work done. Vault time, piss rep. Okay, link me the weapon real quick in Discord. I'll keep it when I get free time. I think that'll be fair, yeah? Okay, I'm gonna keep it muted for a bit. Alrighty, you got something good one. I'll catch y'all tomorrow for the regular. Probably we'll hop on PTR, check out some of these changes ourselves. But yeah, thank you all. You guys are awesome. I'll catch y'all next stream. Alrighty, boys? Alrighty, you have a good one. Peace.